The final text messages between Mackenzie Shirilla and her boyfriend Dom are nothing short of chilling. In these conversations, the couple goes back and forth accusing each other of threats, violence, and even attempted murder. Dom references Mackenzie pulling knives and threatening to stab him, while Mackenzie fires back, questioning why she would ever feel comfortable being in a car with him again. These are not normal teenage arguments. They reveal a toxic, dangerous relationship spiraling completely out of control. Just days before the fatal crash, the texts became darker and more disturbing. Mackenzie accused Dom of nearly killing her, while Dom insisted he'd never try to harm her and was cool with breaking up. But beneath his attempts to calm the situation, the tension was undeniable.
As we dig deeper into this case, we are learning new stuff, like Dom and Mackenzie having some kind of toxic relationship, but more on Mackenzie's end, and she tried to paint Dom to be out to be some guy that was actually going to kill her, and I quote, kill her. And that's what she was saying to Dom's mom. So let's read these text messages real quick. And this is Mackenzie messaging Dom's mom. Can you come get Dom? He just grabbed my steering wheel on the highway trying to spin out my car and hurt me. I'm scared to drive because it's raining, so I just need him to get picked up. If he doesn't get out my car, I'm calling my dad, so please tell him to get out. And the mom responds saying Hinch is on his way, calm down. And then they argue back and forth about Dom and how she's in fear for her life, and the mom saying no one should touch anyone, no one's fighting for sure in the car, he never put his hands on you. And Mackenzie, being so green to the situation, trying to get a mom to turn on her own son, should have realized that's not going to happen. And since Mackenzie had Dom blocked on messaging, this is them on, I believe, IG, talking back and forth. And what was said next is super eerie. He says, no, I was saying if I was trying to kill anyone in that situation, and he's talking about grabbing the wheel, that he would die first. Now, when you first look at this, some people are like, oh, Mackenzie was in a toxic relationship and Dom tried to do it to her first. But that's not the case. See, that little situation, nothing happened. No wreck, no one crashed into a wall, nothing like that. Mackenzie took it to the next level because she, in her head, thought Dom was trying to do that to her. So this actually makes it look even worse. If this was presented in front of a jury, it gives Mackenzie the premeditated factor, and it puts it all in place. It gets you the mindset, and I believe the proper term for this is projecting, gaslighting, and just hypocrisy in general, because it's kind of like when someone's cheating. She's like accusing somebody of cheating, but she's the one cheating. It's the same thing with this whole car situation. She's accusing him of almost killing her, but in her head, she's going to be the one, and ultimately she's the one that kills him doing what she accused him of. That's why I'm saying this is projecting, because at the end of the day, I know it happens, it's rare, but you're never going to be with the one you're with in high school. You're going to move on, find somebody else. It's just like puppy love. And they were on the tail end of their relationship. And I believe Pino and Raw Talk said it too. I can't have you, no one else can, because that's what ultimately ended up being the motive. Their relationship was coming to an end. She had a fallout with Dom's mom, and she'll never gain that respect from Dom's mom. She never liked her. That's why in the body cam, you can hear her in the background saying, what did she do? What did Mackenzie do?
Everybody's sleeping. Angela's in Florida. Wait, where's Mackenzie's mom?
Okay. They're down at Metro right now. Okay. The other two passengers, like I said, was Davion and who we believe is Dominic, okay? From what Mackenzie told us. Okay. Both Davion and Dominic are deceased.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Christine.
Just sit down.
Oh, God.
Just sit down.
Oh, my God.
Kristen's going to come outside.
That's okay.
Christine.
Yes, just take a deep breath. It's okay.
Oh, my God.
No. It'd be best.
Please.
No, can't be. What did she do?
Christine.
What did she do?
It would be best.
Oh, my God.
Is there somebody else we can call for you?
Oh, my God.
Is there somebody we can call for you? Okay, wait. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Hold on.
Now, I honestly think they should play this clip of the mom going through this suffering in Mackenzie's cell for the rest of her life, so she understands the damage she done to people. I really don't even think she understands the pain she's caused for the loved ones involved in this case. A mother's instinct went to Mackenzie. Kenzie, what did you do? Because she knew deep in her heart that Mackenzie did exactly what she accused Dom was going to do to her. After the crash and before the conviction, the mother, Natalie, the owner of the vehicle, was calling detectives over and over, saying that she was getting threats, that her daughter's life was in danger. She did another call. We released one call already, but this is a 3-minute call of Natalie complaining and playing victim like she always does.
Hello?
Hi, is this Natalie?
Speaking.
This is Detective Jesus, Brownsville Police, returning your voicemail.
Hey.
Hey, I was out for last week due to training, so I just got your voicemail.
Okay.
Okay, so typically this is not something I handle. Threats like this, if it's non-emergency, you would have to contact our patrol division, and a police officer would come out and handle it. And if it is an emergency, like if there's somebody outside your house, call 911. But as a courtesy, I will give Tyler a call just to kind of poke into it. But generally, you know, our patrol division handles those.
Okay. Nothing has come up yet. We're obviously very nervous and worried still because there's been a couple of people who've made evil, hateful threats. And it may have been off the cuff because, you know, emotions are awful high and terrible and stuff, but I appreciate your call.
No, of course. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't call earlier, but if those rise, so there's a lot of rumors, right? I think we've both established that. And a lot of them are not credible. But we do want to address them. So, like I said, if you see, especially if it's on social media, something posted, not just, hey, I heard from so-and-so who heard from so-and-so. If it's something credible, please call our patrol division. We'll send an officer, and that officer will follow up and generate whatever necessary reports. And ultimately, if it needs to come up to our detective bureau, then we'll look into it. But in the meantime, you know, if you see somebody outside your house or, you know, you feel like somebody's in the area, call 911. Like, this rises to the level of exigency, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Is Mackenzie doing okay? Is she out of the hospital?
She's right here next to me.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. Well, hey, hopefully she can put this behind her and move on.
I can't.
Okay?
Sorry. We cry every day, all day, probably for the rest of our lives. So, but thank you. I appreciate your help.
Not a problem. Like I said, if you need anything, don't hesitate.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Of course. Bye-bye.
Are you going to put a call into him out of courtesy?
Yeah, I'm going to call him. I'm just going to, and like I said, I called him before and he was not cooperative. So I don't know if he's going to answer. So like I said, if you have something like, if there's a screenshot of him making a threat, that's different. I can send a cop to his house right now.
Okay.
But if it's just rumors, you know, I will call and see if I can talk to him.
Memorial to my friends, Rosie and Bubba, that like he's gonna get Dom, like karma for Dom. Like I did this on fucking purpose.
Well,
he's gonna hurt me, and he has plans for me when I get out and stuff. And he told one of my best friends that.
Can you get Rosie or Bubba to get me that information? I can follow up on it, but like I said, you know, neither of them is available. I think Rosie went to OU, so you know, if they can send me those information directly, I can do something about it. But we can't go down every rumor, you know, rabbit hole because there's way too many. But if we have a level of we can substantiate those allegations, then absolutely we will more than happily follow up on it.
Okay.
So reach out to Rosie and Bubba, and if they want to talk to me, we can probably address those issues with Tyler in a more formal setting than a courtesy phone call.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you so much for your help.
Not a problem. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This next call is the lead detective on Mackenzie Sharilla's case. At this point in the investigation, authorities were searching for her ex-boyfriend, who they believed had critical information. What you're about to hear is the moment investigators reached out.
Hello?
Hi, is this Deanna?
What's that?
This is Detective Jesus from the police. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Deanna, I haven't heard from Tyler. Were you able to get in contact with him?
Yeah, he's taking the thing to call you back. It's just so weird to me. I think he's just afraid of, like, Mackenzie's friends and stuff bothering him if he talks to you guys. I think that's the main thing that he's worried about.
Well, at this point, you know, the prosecutor wants to hear from him. And so, you know, there were statements made by you when I called you the first time that, you know, Mackenzie made threats in the past, you know.
Yeah,
so with him being her ex-boyfriend, we have to talk to him. He can talk to me, or I can let the prosecutor know, and the prosecutor will subpoena him and compel him to talk. So at this point, I would really like to do it the easy way, but the prosecutor deemed his testimony necessary for the investigation. So you can come up with him. He's not in any kind of trouble. I'm not going to call and tell her friends or anybody.
I think that's the main thing he's worried about. Everything he's telling me is that, you know, he's gone to school with all these people, and even though he, you know, he just doesn't want people to be on top of him because of him just, you know, telling the truth.
I understand,
and he
but
doesn't know, you know, what kind of consequences that could come with that. And
I think the consequences of not, you know, providing the information as far as the prosecutor is concerned is going to be a lot worse for him. And that's, you know, that's not a, you know, I'm not trying to coerce him into talking to me, but like I said, given what you said and given his prior relationship with Mackenzie, there's no way around it. The prosecutor will subpoena him. And so he's better off coming here voluntarily. We'll have a chat in the lobby. You can come with him if you want. You know, 20, 30 minutes top, and he'll be on his way.
That it's not, like you guys aren't trying to make it public that he's coming in and talking to you or anything like that. It's not.
We've talked to a bunch of her friends, so I mean, everybody's telling us bits and pieces, like a big puzzle. He knows a piece that's necessary. You know.
Honestly, if that was my son in the car, I would want to know everything. I would want justice. I would want peace. I would want to be able to put, know and
the families of Davion and Dominic deserve justice for their daughter. And like I said, it could just be a car accident. I mean, we don't know. That's what we're trying to figure out. He's not trying to throw her under the bus. He's basically just trying to shed some light to either, add a piece to the puzzle that can clarify things. And, like I said, he's not going to, we're not going to put it on our Facebook page that, today we talked to Tyler. No. But like I said, if he doesn't talk to me, I have to tell the prosecutor, and the prosecutor is going to send him a subpoena to come to court and testify in open court. You don't want that. So,
I just wanted to call you. I just don't understand. I don't think that's...
Well, at this point, I need to talk to him face to face.
Yeah.
Because he's been dodging me, I'm not going to play over the phone because I don't know if it is him. How would I know if it's not somebody else pretending to be him? So he needs to come to the police station. We'll sit in the lobby. He's not under arrest. He's not in any type of trouble. But we've got to talk, and it has to be sooner than later. Before next Friday, I have to talk to him. And if I don't, then, it's in the prosecutor's hands. So I don't know if he can hear this conversation.
No, he's not with me.
Okay. This needs to be conveyed. I mean, this is very, very serious. Once the prosecutor issues subpoenas for testimony, it becomes a big deal. So, I don't know what needs to be said to him, but, he's going to have to come talk.
Okay.
Okay. So, what exactly is your relationship to him, if you don't mind me asking?
Of mine?
Yeah.
I'm his mother.
Okay. Yeah, perfect. And so, do you have some influence to be able to convince him that it's the right thing to do?
He's 19 years old, so, I only have so much convincing to do, especially if other people are, talking, and all those friend groups are, saying not to say things, and, it makes it difficult for...
I understand, but you made statements on his behalf that now makes him a material witness.
Yeah.
And so,
I've already told him he needs to come and tell you guys, and it's not fair to the two families that were there. They do deserve justice,
Absolutely.
especially if he was under the influence. If this was purpose or whatever, the case may be, like, they deserve answers and they deserve, like, right now, those are the ones that are hurting most. Those are the ones that didn't have their son that got to come home. And that's what I was trying to tell my son. Like, my son came home. I was lucky. Like, I could have easily, those two could have been off again, and dating my son again.
And like I said, 100%, you're 100% right, and that's exactly what we want to do. And we're not saying what he says is going to get Mackenzie in trouble. It could actually clarify some things. We're like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
So,
unfortunately, I have a bad feeling that it's not going to. But unfortunately, like, even now, her profile picture has her sitting on Dominic's lap with a bottle of or a glass of champagne in her hand. It's just.
Right. And so, we can't keep tracking down, like, social media posts and not be able to verify first-hand information, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, I totally get it. But I'm saying, like, when you're drinking, driving, or doing drugs and doing things, consequences happen, and...
Okay. Well, like I said, I would really like for him to call me, preferably today, to schedule an appointment. If he does not, by Wednesday, I've already told the prosecutor that he's kind of dodging me. So that as of yesterday, 4 p.m., the prosecutor knows his name and knows that he's not cooperating and that he's a material witness. And so by next Wednesday...
I should say you should subpoena him. Like, he told me this information. He told me that he thought I should tell you guys, and I felt like I should just because if I was the mother, I would want justice, and if he's not doing what he's supposed to do, and if he's not there by Wednesday, I 100% should do that.
Right. Is there... like I said, I don't want to come off as being aggressive with him, and I'm not really, but, the information he has is very, very important.
I agree.
So,
I'm actually disappointed that he hasn't called you back. He literally told me
he's been dodging. I have called him, I kid you not, maybe 10 times. I kid you not. And he's one of 2 people that are material to this case.
Yeah, and even if he's not going to say, or even if he's not even going to give you exactly what you need to know or anything, like even a return phone call back to discuss it with you.
And it's easy. You're absolutely right, ma'am. All he has to say is, call detective, I don't want to talk about this. Click with him. Because now I don't have to keep calling and calling and calling. Now I could just say, hey, prosecutor, he doesn't want to talk.
You're wasting my time. I think it's really rude of him. I really do.
Okay.
And I'm going to let him know.
Can you please convey this message to him?
Yeah. Like what you guys do, like you guys put your guys' necks on lives every single day, and I date her, so it's like I totally respect your job. I appreciate everything you guys do.
Thank you very much. And
it makes me very mad that he's not getting
there are 2 grieving families, and they want closure. And, we're not saying that Tyler's testimony or what he has to say is going to be condemning or going to close the case, but it's an important piece. So please tell him to at least get in contact with me. By Wednesday, he will get subpoenaed by the prosecutor. If I don't hear from him. So you got my contact info. Please convey this. I will attempt to contact on Monday. I will keep trying to call him every day until Wednesday.
Just one more time, I want to make sure I gave him the right name. I have you as Officer Hazou. How do you pronounce that?
Hazou. First name is Zaki, Z-A-K-I.
Okay.
And like I said, you can come to station, you can come with him if he feels safer, doesn't want to talk to the police. I'm not narcotics. I'm not going to ask him about drug use. I don't care about that. We're basically just going to ask about his relationship with Mackenzie. I want to know, has he ever driven with her? Was he ever in the car with her? What was her driving like? Is she a safe driver? Is she a reckless driver? Any talk about threats of hurting herself or hurting her boyfriends while they were dating? Those kinds of questions. I'm not going to ask him about the crash.
I know a good one to talk to is Joey. Joey dated him on and off too.
Well, nobody's talking.
But Joey is willing to, so I just wanted to throw that name out there. Joey Probest. So he's also the ex-boyfriend in between all of them. She dated Joey longer than Tyler. So Joey and Dominic are 2 main boyfriends. And Dominic were all friends. So.
Okay. If Tyler would, if he doesn't want to talk, that's fine. Just leave me a voicemail, say officer or detective, I don't want to talk. Done. And then they will know that I've done my part. But as long as I don't hear from them, I have to keep calling. You can shut this door very easily. Say, I don't want to talk, or just come down, answer like 5-6 questions that I have, and go on your way.
Okay.
So please convey this message to him and stress the importance of him talking to me.
And I'm also going to tell him it was very disrespectful for him to even tell me, hey, I'm going to call and not do it. Like, don't tell me you're going to do something and then not do it.
Right, right.
I thought this was handled.
I got it. Well, thank you very much for your time.
All right, thanks.
Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.
I'll back, and I'm really going to stress the importance and try to bring him up there.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your help. Right. Bye-bye.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye-bye.
The real reason Mackenzie Shirilla always had so much money has finally been exposed. It wasn't from a job. It wasn't from her parents. The truth was buried inside her own phone. Police pulled Snapchat records straight from Mackenzie's phone. In her own words, she talks about 4 bands, demanding $1,000 up front and offering to link anything for $2,500. On top of that, investigators found photos of her with stacks of cash. Yet she had no job, no real income.
You are now rocking with the YouTube streets. You got DVS stuck in the system. Ronnie Blue Eyes Scandalous Squad. How you doing tonight, Ronnie? Shout out to the chat.
You know where it's at, man. YouTube Streets Podcast. I'm coolin', no fooling, reppin' Newland, brother. How's your night, man? What you getting into?
Listen, man, it's a cool night. The weather has changed drastically within the last 24 hours. Yep. I don't know what's going on, but it feels like an October night. Other than that, I'm ready to get into these calls. I know Mackenzie is like hot shit right now. So, you know, I'm trying to get into the whole thing with the mother. I got to think for the mother. Not like that, though, but I got to think for the mother.
But we on to her. We on to her bullshit.
Yeah. So I'm invested.
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful night out here. The last couple of days it cooled off. It rained out a little bit. We needed that. So I'm just cooling, man. I'm excited to get into these calls. Shout out to everybody in that chat. Hit that like button if you like something. Shout out to phone calls from prison. Shout out to El Plaga, New Age Plug. You are now riding with the YouTube streets. Let's ride. Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, what happened?
Sorry, I don't know. I just clicked this button and it just ended the call, but I did not know it was going to end the call. So I'm just going to sit down and stop clicking shit.
Right.
My bad.
That's okay.
Now, Ronnie, the giggling, I don't know, what is it with prison? Or maybe the jail cells give you the giggles.
Right.
Never happened to me. I never had this this opportunity to have the giggles while in jail. But it seems like every time they get on the phone, Mama Bear is like acting like she's away to college, like she's learning new things, and she's in a sorority, and like it's always upbeat and high spirited and just kind of, it's kind of scary how they have a relationship in this kind of situation, because it seems like they were tight before to an extent, but this is making them even closer.
Yeah, she's overly optimistic type shit, and I get the sorority sister vibe. So you nailed that right on the head, bro.
Yeah, I just thought I was kind of bugging out, man, because it seems like everybody likes to catch the giggles.
Now we know. That's how I learned. Like, I can't swipe up or do anything when we're on a video call because it'll end the call. So.
Yeah, you gotta tell Rosie though. She used to call me and explain, because that's just the weirdest shit ever.
Yeah. Oh, did you hear me say how I snipped her page?
Yeah.
She's not friends with her on anything. So she's not. I'm telling you.
What's that? No, I've never been in that. Ever, even in juvie. But I've seen people in that in juvie. Yeah. I never been in that bitch. I wish they would put me in that.
That's just my face right now. My general face.
Did you talk to her about it?
Me?
Yeah, or face it?
No, they're coming over tonight.
Oh, yeah, you got it. But see, that makes me nervous, though, because what if she's just lying? She's like, Sammy, I have to unfollow you for a little bit, but I'm about to, tell you.
She would never. Tandy, you got...
This is social media, politics. This is the Facebook genre, the guess the Instagram kind of like crowd, but social media is like life to them. Like they're like it's really important.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's majorly important. It's all about the social media. And what do you think they were referring to when they said I never been into that shit? You think they were talking about a restraint chair or something? Because that's the first thing that popped
So
in my head.
I was thinking that too. I was thinking actually maybe the observation room with the turtle suit.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah, that's a
straight
very good
jacket.
point. Yeah, that could be a very good point too, because usually that's what they do, man. They try to throw you in a uh,
The
a secluded
restraint
room.
chair. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or the quote unquote padded room type shit.
yeah. It all depends on where you're at, but
With no pads. Right.
adolescents they're a little bit more inclined to restrain and
Yeah.
not really do too much damage. But they do. And well, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I think that's what they were referring to, or at least she was referring to it.
Out of trust.
Yeah, I thought so.
She would never. She's been there for you from the beginning of time. Post your birthday, showing up for you everywhere. You gotta trust. You gotta let that go. Okay?
That's so weird to me, though.
You just gotta trust. And there's nobody on her Instagram page. It's just her modeling pictures. Nobody is on there. Not even Nina.
But it used to be all of us.
I know, but it's nobody now. It's just her. You can't I know it's hard because you have so many things going on, but you can't read things into where there's nothing. You know what I mean? You got enough shit going on.
I just think it's weird. I don't know.
What though?
She should have. I don't like how she just deleted our pictures. She also deleted that YouTube video again.
There's nothing.
See, this is where it hurts Mackenzie the most, because if she was thinking about it, right? If she cared about anybody, and this is the selfishness part about her.
Of course.
Because if she's thinking about a friend or a family member, a close friend of the family, or whoever this person is, right, that took her off of social media.
Right.
Listen, there's a lot of trolls out there,
Yeah.
She's protecting herself, no? You know what I mean? And
Exactly.
and if they don't agree with your ways and how you give things up, and nobody wants to be associated with that crazy shit,
That's
especially
right.
if everybody knows that you did what you did not by accident but on purpose. Nobody wants to be attached to that shit.
Right. And it sounds like the mother, she's doing like some kind of damage control. You know what I mean?
She's a very good cleanup artist. She
Yeah.
clean up aisle 6. She'll be there in a jiffy. She makes sure that she keeps Mackenzie in a place where she's just hitting the guardrails. You know what I mean? She's not crashing out. It's not going through the guardrails.
Nah,
But she
she's there in
always,
a jiffy with the Swiffy.
yeah,
Ready
she
to
gets
clean shit
there,
up.
and she she just bumps into the guardrails, but she keeps running in her lane. My question is that I asked myself a few times that we've heard her speak: what happens when she stops listening to her mother, right? Because
Yeah, because she's
obviously,
barely listening now. Yeah, that's a good point.
because I think the fact that we found out that she was being promiscuous and getting trains ran on her, and she's using her flesh like it's some sort of currency.
Yeah.
It just goes to show that mommy doesn't have the same kind of pull that she had before. Kenzie is going to be who Kenzie is, and it seems like Mackenzie's goddamn fucking hypersexual.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Anywhere though, you can't read things into anything. And if you have a question, then ask. Don't accuse. Ask sincerely.
I don't need to ask. I know she deleted the YouTube video and she deleted.
But whatever she says it has to be okay.
And I want you to change my Instagram bio.
To what?
If they ain't hating, you doing something wrong. Fuck.
Yo.
That's what you need to change it to.
Yo,
this stupid little.
This shit is blowing my mind. If they ain't hating, you doing something wrong. So what you saying? What you did was right? This is crazy. Like,
see, I think that she's looking long term. Like, there was this girl rapper. She went around and started committing robberies, bro. Like for armed robberies on purpose to do jail time, to have something to rap about, and then have content and insure herself for when she comes home and she gets out. So I think that Mackenzie's kind of doing the same kind of thing. She's kind of insuring herself for the long haul.
Yeah.
She's trying to get it to where she's going to be some sort of a pillar in social media. I think in her last mile.
What a world we live in, bro. This is crazy.
No, it is crazy. It's very crazy, and there's a generation of kids that think just like this, which is even scarier. Um, I'm afraid for the future, man. Jesus,
Yes, it's the clout, no doubt.
them iPad babies are something else.
If they ain't hating, you doing something wrong?
If they aren't hating, you doing something wrong, and then do hashtag free Kenzie.
Okay.
The
Don't
mother
forget.
don't sound
Do
too
it right
happy
now.
about
I don't
that
want you to
one.
make it.
I want to see
I
how
can,
she. I want to see how she guides this one. 'Cause,
yeah, because I can hear it in her tone. I can
she's
see it
thinking.
now, like she's rolling her eyes.
Yeah, I can see that as well. I could also think. I could also see that she's trying to find a way to get her to change it. I know at least in some right part of her mind, at least there should be something like that going on.
So stupid shit on accident, like accidentally missaying what I try to say.
If you ain't hating, you're doing something wrong?
Yes. If they ain't hating, you doing something wrong.
Well, I'll do it in a minute. My hands are kind of gross because I'm making a smoothie. I know what I hear you say that all the time, though. I'm trying to get some nutrients in my system.
Use my powders.
Seen the diversion, she veered off. She pushed
Yeah,
her nuts real quick.
she changed the topic real quick. You're right.
Those are probably expired.
They're powders. They don't expire.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I got some organic baby spinach that I'm going to put in there.
Well, it's baby spinach, so it's bad for you.
Wait, why?
Because it's baby. What the fuck is baby spinach?
It's young, tiny spinach.
Yes, it's genetically modified.
But it's organic.
Okay.
USDA organic.
That doesn't...
This is sick. I'm just going to say it right now. The fact that we're talking about organic and what's not, and we're fucking trying to eat healthy. Listen here, man. Listen here, bruh. The fact that this chick ran into a fucking brick wall at the fucking speed of light, right?
Right.
It's crazy. But the fact that she doesn't even try to, like, this outlook on life is like, yo, fuck everybody.
Yeah, she don't even acknowledge it. Like, and when she does, it's very cold, like detached.
Yeah, this is what the iPad did, man. It made these kids soulless and unaccountable.
Organic doesn't always mean good, though. You have
non-GMO. No,
nah.
non-GMO. Yes, it is.
I don't believe that. That's a lie.
Oh, there's one. Just the cool one.
Huh?
Danny's drinking warm Pepsi.
Danny?
Daddy. Ugh.
Why?
I don't know.
I wish we could get soda.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yo, this sounds like they're about to go on a camping trip. Or they're coming on.
That's crazy, bro. I was thinking some shit like that.
They just came, they're on the way home and they want to get soda. Yo, she's like a little kid in a car seat in the back, bro. This is crazy.
Are we there yet?
I want soda.
What'd you say?
The messages aren't working. She didn't get anybody's anything.
Yes, why can't we have a vending machine in this bitch or something and like use my like card or something
like it's college, bro.
She thinks it's a game, bro. It still hasn't hit her yet. Like,
but the thing is, these tablets that they have is crazy because they're not really doing time.
Yeah.
Not at all. Not even a little bit. Like the fact that they have things to distract them.
Yeah, they still have an outlet and,
there's an escape.
Yeah, exactly.
That's wild to me because, you're not ever gonna have any kind of empathy or sympathy for the situation because you're not really doing the time.
Right. You need time to sit in that mirror, bro, and really take a deep look into yourself,
Yeah, my fault. Hit the mic. No, yeah, absolutely. You got to have some introspecting and have a lot of reflection. With the tablets, it gives you no time.
No time to dive into shit, really.
To digest what's going on in real life.
Exactly.
Like, the fact that she has tablets, she might never digest what's really going on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it might be that smooth of a bid for her because she's never going to be able to tap into what it is that she, you know what I mean? Unless, some box time, but box time is different now.
Yeah, she went from iPad baby to tablet girl in jail. Like, that's all she's concerned about is social media. Crazy.
Yeah, no, that's it. That's all they care about.
Yes.
I would use that vending machine every day.
And one of those hot chocolate machines.
Oh, a hot chocolate machine? Oh, yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
And she's like the little girl in the Willy Wonka factory, bro.
Yeah, yo. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries.
Berries. Yeah, she's that little girl, bro.
Yo.
Oh,
I want one.
I know. Did the message
that's her.
Now.
Right now, mommy.
Now, mommy.
just work for her?
I'm going to try to get on messages, like, after I get off this phone call with you on the other screen.
Say it again, Kenzie.
I'm about to get on. After I get this call, I'm going to go try to use the other, like, thing for the messages.
Okay. Yeah, because I want to know who's in there.
What do you mean?
I just want to know. Yeah. And don't forget to.
Oh, think about the girlfriend. She's like, I want to know who's in there.
I want to know. Yeah, I want to know.
She's like, what do you, like, that was a pretty hardcore. What do you mean? Like,
yep.
Message people back, even if it's a thanks for thinking of me or love you. You know what I mean? Just let them know that they got the message.
Oh, no, I will.
They don't even know. Yeah.
I message, like, everyone back, though.
Yeah, that's good.
She cleaned that shit up real quick.
Good.
Fast.
Yeah, it's like, I just can't believe I ate, like, ramen noodles out of a sink water, and I need to, hold up.
I know, you come a long way.
Does the shower water get hotter than the sink?
So, depending on where you're at, some jails that water gets, I'm talking about scalding hot. I mean, I'm talking about hot. You could make a cup of coffee with this water.
Yeah.
Well, if you get it at the hottest you can possibly get it, you put that in that cup, and then you put the soup in there with the bag over the cup. It'll cook them noodles like 4 minutes, and you drain them.
Yeah, go ahead.
And then you make your meal, whatever it's going to be, a burrito or a mixture of Jack Mac soup or whatever. But you're good to go after that. That hot water, man, that burned the flesh off of somebody.
Speaking of hot water, I remember my father telling me this story about his homeboy from Cambridge. Shout out to Cambridge. Solid dude, stand-up guy, so he did time with up in Walpole State. And he actually had the hot water. He went a step further. They was in the kitchen. He boiled that shit and he burnt somebody's face off, bro. He threw it in their face and burnt their whole shit off. It was crazy.
Well, let's just hope it was a child predator, first and foremost.
It was a snitch, but
oh, well, those guys too, But yeah, but that's pretty hardcore, man.
Made me think of it,
That's everlasting. You'll never be able to escape
for
that.
Life. Yeah,
You'll be the guy that'll be known for the telling. The melted face man. He told us. Yeah.
Some ramen was. I didn't do it good. I don't think. What do you mean? Like hold it like a fish? Oh yeah, let me get on there after you.
It's working?
Diamond's about to go get on the phone.
Good.
The one that I need to get on. So after I make this call with you, I'm about to go over there by her and try to message on that. But
good. Yeah, message me back too, or just send me. I think there's one. There is one in there. Just shoot me a message back and say you got it.
Oh, and you know how we didn't get pockets at the other facility? I have a pocket.
Yay! Good. You can put your hands in there. That's comfy.
No, I only have one pocket in my shirt, but I'm not wearing that shirt right now.
That's okay.
So I'm using my bra.
Yeah, pockets are a commodity, man. If you can get some states, sometimes you just get one pocket. You know what I mean? But then they have tailors in the jail that are super nice. That'll stitch you some pockets, hem your pants up, bring them up. Whatever you need, man. I'm telling you, you'll get those things back. I actually was with a guy named Taylor. They call him Taylor.
Right.
He's actually one of the ones that created the Thai stick in Brooklyn.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He had a 85 or 86, something like that. Crazy number. He had life. Which he told me that he actually made that in the barns, in the fields behind the barns in the Floyd Bennett Fields in Brooklyn. They had a whole bunch of seed, and they used to, take all the horse manure and just bring it to the back. It would go furthest and then come forward, and then furthest and come forward. Just layering it. Yeah. They had a whole bunch of seeds, and they threw it out there. It went wild, and then one day, they found what they found, and They were just selling it off the stick.
That's crazy. And the mom's like, yay, she's like a whole cheerleader over here. Like,
no, she is, man. She's definitely too much into the reality shows, and this is almost like a Bad Girls Club kind of situation, man. I bullshit you not. And you can tell Mackenzie's feeling herself. She's got her chest out a little bit.
yeah. And the mom's gassing it up, definitely.
All the way. And them girls ain't helping in there either. Giving her what she wants and allowing her to do shit, swap.
What has my friends been saying to you? Like, what's the
Where is commissary? Oh, that's wait. What is it?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Dang it!
I'm so excited.
I know, me too.
I'm about to eat my other ramen tonight.
Your book was delivered today.
Here?
Yeah.
Ooh, really?
Mhm.
I have hella books right now. I'm glad.
We'll have to see. Yeah.
The book I'm reading is good as fuck. Oh, it's called Bittersweet. The book I'm reading right now. I think you would really like it, actually. I don't know.
I'm sure.
Never heard of it. Definitely gonna look into it. Bittersweet, Ronnie.
Yeah, Bittersweet.
It sounds like a romance novel, some sort of maybe some shit she did, kind of crazy shit. Should look into that. Bittersweet. Sounds bittersweet.
I would.
It's about like I don't know, it's getting really good. Like, she went back to work and shit, like, and it's good as fuck.
Good.
Oh, and like, see, so these are all teasing me.
There must be some shit going on. Them talking that fucking.
They go with that shit.
Gypsy talk.
Oh, nice. There you go.
But then it like also weirds me out because like then I'm like, damn, like these are like these are easy.
You know what though? I do. I give people props when they got bumping little bodies. I do.
Yeah, I know, and I technically just like am like an adult, so like it's just like you can't. I don't feel like it though. I feel like I'm just a kid still. Like I feel like I fit in better with the kids. Like.
Well, that's because your life stopped when you were 17.
They were talking about, I think, and listen, man, I don't know what the fuck they were saying. I'm just going off of what they said afterwards. But something to do with exploiting her sexuality.
Yeah.
I guess she's getting compliments or whatever.
Yeah, and she was taught this shit. It seems like she still got the mind of a child. You know what I mean? Even though she wants to be mature and she's doing all this crazy shit.
It's sick how she goes back and forth. You know what I mean? Because you're doing grown up shit, but then when it's convenient for you, now you're a kid again. You know what I mean? Come on, but that's a learned behavior too, or just an understanding of an understanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, so you got a lot of healing to do, Kenzie. You know, hell no, you are way mature.
Like I mean, I'm mature, but like a kid. Like I still like want to do kid things.
Inside. Yeah, which you should always be that way, too. But you have a lot of healing to do.
Oh, you know what? These cheese are these I need to have these meter deers or these music with them. These that piece and teasel teasy. These like he and he did me do that.
No, he said no.
Yes, they can.
Who said that?
The girls in here.
That's aggravated murder. You're not. That charge is gone. That's not the big one. That's the Amajama is aggravated murder.
So I can't get death.
No.
Okay.
Well, she's trying to find out how serious
getting that death penalty. Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
No, absolutely. Yo, listen, Ronnie, bro, she is trying to see the light of day.
She's freaking out a little bit.
Somehow.
You know, scared of the unknown type shit. You know, you never know what the future holds, and the anxiety is starting to show.
Yeah, listen, when I was facing that 18 of life, man, I was willing to take anything without an L on it, bro. Anything. Listen, give me the 18 years right now. I'll be home when I'm 36. You know what I mean?
I remember you getting into that and saying anything but life, man. I was ready to take high numbers. You know what I mean?
Immediately, I was still young, and I said, I still got a whole bunch of time ahead of me. I'm a go in here, but I'm gonna come out here 1,000 times better than when I came in.
Anything except being stuck in there forever. You know what I mean?
Anything, because anything with a life on it, it's life, or you can get, or eventually you can get released after that minimum of the year. So 18 to life, see the parole board, but they can hit you with 24 months until they say, you know what, you're an old man and you can't do nothing. You can go now.
Yeah.
So that's where I was already at in that mentality. I've been doing time since I was a young kid, man. 12 years old, I started bidding. So I was already conditioned. So anything without an L on it is for a
It's a
body too.
W,
It's
basically, at that time. Right.
yeah. So that's what you would be going for. You would hope for light. You don't want nothing that can end you. You know what I'm saying? Put your lights out because
Kind of light at the end of the tunnel.
you need it. You know what I'm saying? But
Hope is a dangerous thing, but it is, some people, it's all they have left to hold on to. You know what I mean?
yeah, but if you don't understand the severity of being in there for life, you know what I mean? Because it's almost like she doesn't understand the severity still. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I know I'm not going to get the life, but if I was to get the life, you know what I mean? It's just there's really no attachment to reality. It's sick. You know what I mean? Like I don't see any change because when I was going through that, like I said, it was I gotta come out of here better than I came in. You know what I mean? And someone lost their life. You know what I mean? So I had to be, pay homage and be humble and have gratitude. Because it could have been me, any one of us. So, but we all knew we were getting into when we got up there. So, I'm grateful, but I also
and
want to.
ignorant. Go ahead.
I also want to, not waste a life. You know what I mean? If you get what I'm saying.
And ignorance is bliss, bro. But like you said, they use it when it's convenient. You know what I mean? Ignorance real convenient when they choose to pretend to be ignorant to the situation.
Yeah, so their safety net is the ignorance. You know what I mean? Or I'm still a child. You know.
That's aggravated. Means you planned that shit out, and then you did it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
and murder just like on the spot or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, murder A is like in a moment's notice you decided to take everybody out.
What
which
the
is
fuck?
ridiculous.
Why the fuck would anyone do that? Well, I know people.
This bitch just laughed, bro. This bitch just giggled, bro.
The mom just that shit
like
caught
on the
me.
spot or some shit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, murder A is like in a moment's notice you decided to take everybody out.
What
which
the
is
fuck?
Ridiculous.
Why the fuck would anyone do that? Well, I know
sick bitch, bro.
Sick shit.
That's crazy. Like, how are you? This is why your daughter is the way the fuck she is.
No remorse, bro. No empathy, no sympathy.
The
Not even
condoning it is just
acknowledgement.
crazy. I'm gonna rewind it one more time.
Yeah,
you decided to take everybody out.
What
which
the
is
fuck?
ridiculous.
Why the fuck would anyone do that? Well, I know
And the fact she laughed about the fact she would take everybody out is sick.
Right, that's crazy, bro. What the fuck?
Notice you decided to take everybody out.
What
which
the
is
fuck?
ridiculous.
Why the fuck would anyone do that? Well, I know some people would do that, but why the fuck would I do that? Like, that just is crazy.
Kenzie, that's why they hit the fireman got charged with murder. Like, he meant to do that. He saw that firefighter and ran into him.
Can I read to you what I'm gonna read in court? So, like, or do you want me to wait until I'm in court? Tell me if I should.
Oh, this is gonna be wild. This
Yo,
might
the
be
mother's
something.
gonna want to scream
Hold
this
on.
shit. Yeah,
She might be
facts.
like, nah, don't read that yet, but
Right.
yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear this shit. Let's hear this shit. Shout out to the chat. What you think this bitch is gonna say? She's gonna say some
It's
off
gonna
the
be
wall
wild.
shit.
Yeah.
And I still haven't heard her impact statement.
And the mom's giving Jesse vibes, like you said. She's gonna want to edit whatever she's saying. Say it like this, and don't say that, and wait till this, and don't do that.
Yo, the mom is like fucking Jesse 2.0, bro.
Yo.
Change anything?
Well, I want you just to speak from your heart, but go ahead.
It is from my heart. I just wrote it today, though.
I mean, well, I know it's from your heart, but I don't want you to change anything. I want you to.
It is from my heart. I just wrote it today, though.
Yeah.
Yo.
It's like, I want you to freestyle. Oh, it is a freestyle. I just wrote this shit. Like, that ain't a freestyle.
Today. It just wrote it today.
Like, if I say something wrong, I don't want. I said, to the families of Dom and Davian, I've said it a million times, but I'm so deeply sorry. I hope one day you can see that I could never let this happen or do it on purpose. I'm just heartbroken.
Oh, this is with passion. You hear her? She's
Yeah.
fucking saying it with
I
her
said it
chest.
a million times. That's a crazy
She
way to
said that
start
shit
off.
with her soul just now.
Yeah.
I wish I could take all your pain away. Long live the boys. And
Long live
Long
the
live the
boys.
boys.
Yo, this
Wow.
sounds like a fucking Robin Hood fucking novel, bro. Long live
Crazy.
Loxley. The fuck is this? Long live the boys? Are you fucking
Rest
kidding
in
me?
peace to the boys
Rest
and
in peace.
condolences to the family. As always, man. Rest in peace to the victims.
This bitch is sick, son.
to you guys, I'm not going to say what I wrote you guys, so then I have a little thing for you guys. And then I said, I pray one day that people won't see me as the monster they are making me out to be. Thank you. And then I'm going to sit down.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm going to say.
Baby, you don't have to say anything to us. We know who you are, and we know who you are.
No, I'm going to say something to you because it's a fake.
They know. They know. Especially Mama
Yeah.
Love over here. She knows what the fuck is going on. She knows what monster lies beneath
That's
all
why
this
she don't
fuck
want
shit.
her to talk at all. They know it could be ugly. It could get worse.
Yeah, that's sick shit.
It's
Okay.
It's for like everyone.
Okay. Okay. I'm so sorry. I can't wait for this part to be over and for the pain and you know what I mean, and the healing and it's just so awful all the time.
Yeah.
But
The healing for who though? Right?
Yeah.
The healing
To
for
begin
who?
to heal, you gotta accept what happened
But,
first. And that she hasn't even registered that.
like, fuck her, bro. Like, what about the family healing? Like,
mm,
you know what I mean? Like, what do you have to heal from that you didn't complete your fucking mission?
right.
Like, respectfully, like you didn't
Crazy.
do it. You know what I mean?
we will never stop. Ever. Never, ever, never. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
it's
You
just so
feel
weird.
me?
Whoa, that's crazy.
You feel me? Yep.
No.
just this is what I want you to focus on. Even after she throws your life away on Monday, because you know she's going to with the way she was talking. Okay?
She's like Mackenzie, like, clearly did this on purpose. Like, what the fuck?
So hold on, listen.
I knew it. I should have known and trusted my gut. But Jim was like, no, like, that's just how she is. Like, because I knew, I was like, what's her name? Her bailiff, it gives me the most, like, foul, dirty looks every single time I go to court.
Really?
Her bailiff would just be, like, looking at me, like, disgusted, like, the most disgusted face. I should have known. And then how she kept being mean to Jim that one day. I don't know if he was in the courtroom.
I don't know. No, I wasn't that ever.
So I should have known, like.
But listen, this is what I want you to focus on after Monday. Okay? Go to school, right? Go to school, get a job, and take care of your health. That's all. Connect with your friends and family, and that's all I want you to focus on.
I can't wait for, like, my friends to come see me. You can bring my friends sometimes. Like, it could just be, like, so.
Yeah.
This is sick, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. And like I said, the attitude, the arrogance, the enabling, all this stuff, all these phone calls are only making everything worse, especially when it comes to the case. The families of the victims, they are gonna hear this stuff and they're gonna feel a certain way. So when that day comes up for the possibility of potentially being paroled, it ain't gonna happen, especially if she continues down this path of straight up not giving a fuck. Straight up.
And no
For lack of a
accountability.
better term. Right.
We'll just go get a hotel there every weekend.
For them, that's going to be a lot of money spent.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You're already spending so much money on me, like, trying to help me.
So, Kenzie, I feel
bad, though. Like, what if we run out of money?
Why feel bad? Holy shit.
Like, what if it's just, like, a lost cause and you do all this fighting and then it's like, damn, I just wasted, like, hella money, like.
First of all, it's not a waste. You are never a waste, and it's never a lost cause. Okay? And you're my baby, I love you.
Yeah, we just need, like, I don't know, like, what if, like, they don't even let us appeal? Like, what if they say no? But, like, I don't know.
Well, one step at a time.
And then they say we don't appeal, and then I'm like, damn, well, then that's just, I have to fucking come out of jail when I'm 85 years old. Like,
don't live there.
I'm just hoping for, I'm just looking at the worst now, because, like, every time I hope for the best, the worst happens. So, like, I don't know what to do. I'd be hoping for the best, and then it's just horrible.
Today, that's it. There is nothing else other than today, right?
Yeah. I'm about to, I don't know. I'm about to try to do messaging after I get off this call with you.
God, I hope it works. You probably have 8 million.
I know, I'd be like turning it on and having like 11 like messages. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah.
Oh, and try to tell them to like not send super crazy long messages. Stacy's cool. I can't just handle the long messages from everyone though.
Everybody does?
Actually, never mind. Just don't even say anything. Not everybody does, but sometimes it's like hard to do the long messages because I can't reply to like.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Right.
Yo.
Okay.
Be grateful, right? She should be grateful for any attention she's getting, period. My bad, but she should be grateful if she's getting any contact at all, any attention at all, any calls, any letters, any kites, anyone trying to reach out, words of encouragement, whatever, what have you. She should just be appreciative that people are talking to her in general, bro. She's talking about keep it short, keep it simple. Like,
I don't think
this is
she can
crazy.
relate. I don't think she's
Yeah.
able to relate. I think
And
that
the mother, go ahead.
the iPad generation is they're kind of stuck on this jail mentality. This is why I said this prison genre kind of did a disservice to its viewers because glorifying all these fucking dumbass stories about being in jail and making it seem like it's so fucking easy.
Glorifying the shit when it should be on some scared straight shit. Like,
listen, man, nobody really goes into the time of like
the
it was just
horrors.
you by yourself. You know what I mean? There's nobody else. Nobody's coming to save you. Like when you do a bid by yourself with no visits, no letters, no money,
Real
just
bidding.
you, just real bidding. I think that brings you to another level of consciousness because it brings you to a place of
It gives you time to
me,
reflect, right?
myself, and I.
Right.
Yeah, and reflection is key on that because you would be a fool to say, "Yo, I'm not gonna learn shit. I'm gonna be a dumb fucking idiot and to keep on thinking the same way that I'm thinking, and I'm gonna be all right."
Yeah. And the mother's just on some, you're my baby. Well, listen, there's 2 families in this world that will never, ever get to see or hear from their baby ever again. So,
But
the
the mother's
acknowledgement.
half-ass institutionalized too. She's talking jail lingo, and she's
Oh, she
acting
just
like
wants to
she's
be hit.
down.
She wants to be a
She's
friend, not a
conditioned.
mom.
She's
Yeah.
conditioned through the genre of fucking prison, bro. These crazy ass glorified stories of a lot of this shit is sauced up, bro.
Right.
A lot of this shit be bullshit. But I'm not going ruin anybody's parade, but that's really what it is because the conditioning is so real that they're talking like this is nothing. Like this is
they've
something they
been there
know in their whole
before.
life. Yeah,
Facts.
I want to tell people, I just let people talk how they want because I don't want to do that.
I said just don't.
Yeah, no. What's them?
I just want to say that Bad Girl Club shit. I'm gonna tell you what that shit is right now, and a lot of people don't know it. But those who do know, that shit is group home. All that shit is if the Bad Girl Club is based off of some female group home shit. I bullshit you not. You can go to any female group home or any female campus or any fucking co-ed campus, and you go to the female cottage. Listen here, man. It's a bad club in every fucking female cottage, every female group home, and that shit is based off of group home shit.
Yeah, and they got the trick twist where they tricking. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, that's a whole nother fucking can of worms that I don't want to get into.
Facts.
But this is really all that is. This is conditioning.
They're saying.
Because it helps them just as much as it helps me.
Exactly, right. And I know it's hard to respond like that, but you have 1 minute left.
Well, will you tell them that I can't see the message while I'm sending my reply, so I might not reply to everything they say to me?
Yes, that I'll do for sure.
And please don't forget to change my Instagram bio. Try to get into that one Instagram account and change my name to that other.
If they ain't hating,
you doing something wrong.
You're doing something wrong.
If they ain't hating, you doing something wrong. This is stuff we said about the podcast back in the day, working our asses off, just getting the fruits of our labor. But this brings me back to the mother, right? She's like, to me at least, it seems like she's like living vicariously or trying to live vicariously through Mackenzie. You know what I mean?
I don't know. For some reason, she feels like she's still important. If she did a good job, she's almost like a campaign manager for her fuck shit. And I
Yeah.
think, once it sets in, or maybe she'll be able to fucking blind herself for the rest of her life
Right.
until she's done. But maybe there might be a day where all this shit might really hit and be like, oh shit, I had a lot to fucking do with this. I
Right.
played a major part in what it is that took place. And she's probably going to go back and think about where she could have fucking stopped it.
Yeah.
It'd be
Because
too late, bro.
she's giving Wade White vibes, straight up. Wade White vibes.
Yeah, she's goddamn campaign manager, man. She reminds me so much of Jesse,
Yeah,
man.
Jesse. Yeah, it gets messy.
This could be like Jesse and her daughter off of Wade, bro. This would be a sick fucking show.
Okay, Kenzie, that may look bad right now. Okay, I'll put Free Kenzie on there, but that's going to look bad.
All right, you hashtag Free Kenzie.
I told you it was coming. Remember, I told you,
bro. She's gonna edit that shit
all the way. It was coming. She was looking for that diversion.
There you go.
Hashtag, just do all the hashtags in that bitch and delete my bio. Just do the hashtags in my bio. But I love you so much, Mom. I'm gonna call you again in a little bit after.
You want me to leave John's GoFundMe on it?
No, but like it's done. It's done with. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's true.
And then do Long Live Dom, Long Live Davion in my bio too.
Okay.
Spell their name out. But I love you so much, Mom.
I love you too. I'll talk to you soon. I hope you can open those messages. Me too.
I'm gonna try. I love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Bye.
Goodbye. Love you. Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Yeah.
And as always, shout out to phone calls from prison. You heard?
Blue.
You already, man. Now listen, this shows that she has no understanding, no compassion, no sympathy, no accountability, and a mother is the root of all this shit. There's somewhere in her life where she fucked up bad, bro.
And she's conscious of this shit. Yeah.
She's not really conscious of it. I think there's somewhere. So she's subconsciously conscious.
Of the bullshit I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that it's gotten so deep that she's just been trying to wash it all away with one bullshit mistake after another, you know what I mean? And now it's just a bunch of shit smeared all over the place. And it's this what this is. It's shiny shit. Shiny shit.
Yeah. But hey, hit that like button if you like something. Thanks for riding with the YouTube streets till the wheels fall off. Then we gonna push this shit on our Fred Flintstone shit. Let's go.
And as always, man, stay humble, but stay responsibly dangerous. Till next time. Salute. We're out of here.
Well, YouTube streets. Peace.
Landon Bubba Turner sat at the center of the story surrounding Mackenzie Shirilla's deadly crash because of his close connection to both the victims and Mackenzie herself. He was a longtime friend of Dominic Rousseau and Davian Flanagan, the two young men killed when Mackenzie drove her car into a building at 100 miles per hour, and he also spent time around Mackenzie in the months leading up to the tragedy. That overlapping bond placed Bubba in a unique position, caught between the victims and the accused, which is why his police interview has become such a key piece in understanding what really happened that night, and why his perspective continues to fuel debate over Mackenzie's conviction.
Recording. No longer muted.
Okay. It is 10:21 at 12:56. We are at Marietta College PD, and we are here with Landon Turner and his dad. Can I get your name, sir? Mike. Thank you. All right, Landon. So, where do you know Davian from?
Oh boy, he went to my elementary school. We weren't like the closest back in elementary. We weren't the closest. I'd say about middle school. That's when we got really close in middle school, and then high school year, he decided to join football, so that brought us even closer. think what made us the closest was COVID. COVID made us really close. Oh yeah, we would stay up all night. Me, him, Fayez, EJ. We'd all stay up playing Modern Warfare all the time and just talk about school, talk about football, all that stuff. That's where I guess that's where like we got really, really close at, and that's when like we started hanging out every day. I started treating him like a brother to me. He was one of my best friends. He also like came to all of my birthday parties for how many years in a row. We'd always wrestle outside my front yard. We'd always have a wrestling match, me and him. Every year it'd always be like, it would be 50-50. One of us would win. We just don't know who. Yeah. I think the last time we fought, I think he won. I'm pretty sure. I haven't been able to get him back yet.
He's a strong dude. He was a running back.
Oh, yeah, he was a strong dude, and he'd always put like cocoa butter on his skin, so it'd always be slippery too. So
really?
We would try to grab onto him or something. He would just slide because he'd always put all that cocoa butter and lotion on.
Didn't know that. See, that's good. So, I'm very sorry about your loss. Really, I know you tell me how close you guys are, and I can't imagine what you're feeling truly. And I'm not trying to, underestimate here the pain that you're probably still going through. And once you come back to the Ville, you're gonna see the memories in person, the places you guys used to go to, and it's going to be hard. And I hope, my words will give you some level of comfort in knowing that we just want to know more about him. So you've known him since elementary school, really.
Yeah.
And that's a very long time. But there's a specific period of time that I'm interested in, and that's the time when he kind of moved out of the house, was it last year, and he kind of stayed with you. Can you tell me about that?
So he came to me one day, and he was asking me, he was like, hey, like, could I stay at your house for a week? And I was like, yeah, like, no problem. I got a whole extra room for you. Don't worry about it. And when he came, he stayed there. He ended up deciding it was going to be a lot more long term. And I knew he got kicked out, but I didn't know the reasons why. I mean, after he moved back, I found out why he got kicked out. But the reason he told me originally was not the same reason. He told me that him and his parents just couldn't get along, and that he would come home too late at night. He was breaking curfew every night, and his parents didn't like it. I later found out from them that it was because he was more aggressive, I guess, in the house. He was an aggressive person. He would, like, throw dressers in the wall. He put a hole through his mom's door or something like that. And, but we would always be out. We'd always go out. I mean, some nights we would take my mom's car, and I got caught for doing that one time, but we would take my mom's car, we would take my car, my dad's car. We'd go out and we'd just drive and just talk about life, talk about his struggles, talk about my struggles. He was a very, very, very mentally down person. He was down mentally bad. Like, everything in his life, he thought it was going against him. Girls from school would make fun of him, would do all this, talk behind his back. Really? They would talk to him for weeks on end, trying to get him to be in a relationship, and then end up playing with him or screwing him over ultimately. He never really felt welcome, I feel like. Cause me and him, we would talk at night and stuff, we could relate. Like, he was the only other person mentally that I could relate to, I feel like. And he felt like that nobody was there for him. Like, he had no one had his back a lot of the times. And he knew that I had his back forever. Like, he knew I'd always have his back, man. But he just felt like, I don't know. Like, there's a lot more. I know some of his family, a lot of stuff, he was not on good terms with his family like that. I know he loved his sisters to death. He loved them to death. But his parents, his dad, I think wasn't his dad the one that coordinated them moving back in. It was his dad. He was more cool with his dad than he was with his mom. Like, wow. He really didn't. If you were to go to ask anyone to be his dad, it wouldn't be his mom. Okay. Basically.
So, mentally down. Was he? So you've known him since elementary school. So when did you start seeing, those signs? Was it towards high school or all along?
A lot towards high school. I'd say it all started in high school mainly. I don't know the family side of it. I don't know if the family thing has been there his whole life, but I know with social interactions and friends and girls and stuff like that, that all started happening in high school.
He was adopted, right?
Yeah.
Did he ever talk about that? Was that part of the beef with them?
Yeah, he I can't remember what he would say about it, but him being adopted, it was a big factor in it. He felt like he just didn't belong in the house, and
like they did not love him and welcome him, or he just felt as an outsider. I mean,
like both, I guess. I mean, like his mom, because I sat there after we found out he passed away. His mom would sit there and tell us about how she would just run through his room, completely flip it upside down, searching it, and would just make his life like a living hell, basically. And like that's what he would always tell me, basically, is how like his mom would just make his life a living hell, basically, and that he didn't feel welcome in the family. I don't know if he didn't feel loved, if he didn't feel like that, or if he just felt like he was an outsider. But
he didn't fit in.
Yeah, he just didn't fit in.
So, do you think his mentally down was a result of that, or do you think the school contributed to it, like the way he was treated at school?
I think it was both. I think it was a combination of both, because he was always like the more socially type kid. Like whenever he walked in the room, no matter if he was down or not, he was making you smile. You loved the kid to death. And I just feel like both were overwhelming him. Like he couldn't do that as much at school, because that's what he would love to do. He'd love to make people laugh. He'd love to make people feel like they're at home. And once that started going away, because he started getting a little bit more down, I think it was just a factor of both colliding at him. Like he would go home, he couldn't escape anything from home, but then he would go to school, and he really couldn't escape anything from school.
Gotcha. So I know, was it last season, third game, he got injured, right?
I think he tore like 30 different things in his leg or broke something like that.
And after that, did you get a chance to talk to him about what the impact of not having football and having this injury had done to him?
I know that he was down about it. He was really down. I don't know, like, I think it was more because he couldn't, like, fully get to his full potential. I feel like he was disappointed that he couldn't show the team and prove the team wrong pretty much. Because, like, prior to him becoming the starting running back, all the teammates were joking. Like, no one really had faith in him being the starting running back. And when he would play in practice and stuff like that, we'd be like, oh, like, everyone would be like, oh, we're going to have to find a new running back. Like, we're going to have to find a new running back. And I feel like it was Davion's, like, biggest goal to prove everybody wrong. And then when he got one down that third game, I feel like that's what hit him the most, was that he couldn't prove everyone wrong and prove to them that he is, like, the player that he thinks he is.
Was he bullied or hazed on the football team?
No.
No? Okay. Like, would he be the kind of guy, like, if they're like, hey, you know, after a game or something, or before a game, shove him in a locker and mess with him? Like,
yeah, we never did that to, like, any of each other, I guess, but, like, Dave was still looked at no matter, like, because it's such a weird relationship. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, everyone loved that kid to death, but yet they would still mess around with him. So it was like, I feel like Dave couldn't tell if it was love or hate. I feel like he didn't know if people were truly loved him or if they just truly didn't like him and that they thought he was a weirdo.
Gotcha.
I feel like that was his biggest thing, too. And because everyone showed love to him, no matter what time of the day it was. It was after the game when we were out partying, if it's during the game, it doesn't matter. Like, everybody's showing him love.
Who did he date, if anybody?
Ooh.
The most recent, I would say.
The most recent that I remember, her name was Heather. That's the most recent I remember. And that was, like, actually one of the only, like, public relationships that I knew he had. Like, that everybody knew he had a girlfriend. That was, like, the first girlfriend that everyone knew that he had a girlfriend at that time.
Do you know the time period? Was it senior year, junior year, give or take?
Beginning senior year. I'm thinking beginning senior year, because it's when he still had his Dodge Dart, his cars and stuff like that. It's when he still had all of his white Dodge Dart and stuff.
And did they break up, or were they?
Yeah, they ended up breaking up. I don't think they ended up working out. I think it was him that broke up with her. I'm pretty sure.
So he wasn't in a relationship when he passed away.
No, not then. I don't think so, no.
So who would you describe as his clique, his closest friends? Like the dudes or girls, he would kind of gravitate to outside. Like if you got nothing going on, no practice, who's he hanging out with?
I would say most recent, within the time of him passing, it would be the group of like Tyler Proctor and Joey Probes and all those kids. Because Joey, I know Joey lives like right down the street from my house when Davion lived at my house, so Davion would always go to Joey's. I remember the one time we came back and Davion, Joey, and Tyler were all sitting in my room because Davion had them come over. But like those three were cool. I know they were close.
Weren't Tyler and Joey two of Mackenzie's ex-boyfriends?
Yeah. I know Tyler was, but Joey I don't know for sure. But I know Tyler was definitely.
But I mean, I recently dealt with Tyler.
Yeah.
And he looked sickly to me.
He was, because when you guys first brought up the whole when the officers, when they came to my dorm, they brought up the whole intimidation thing or the threatening factor.
Right.
I thought you guys were actually referring to Tyler Proctor, because he was blowing me up on Snapchat, trying to he was texting me, he was like, "You look mad sus, not responding to me. Is like, this your last chance to respond to me?" And then he ended up screenshotting our chats and screenshotting my profile or something like that. And I just kept clearing this conversation. I didn't respond and open it. I was like, I don't care. I really don't care if you do.
So I'm gonna be upfront with you. I'm sure your dad would probably also want to know. There were 3 people that I wanted to talk to. It was you, and he was on that list. Mm-hmm. Okay, and there's Rosie.
Mm-hmm.
He and Rosie were both served grand jury subpoenas. At some point, either you choose to sit with us and answer a couple of questions and we're done, or they're gonna have to go in front of a grand jury, no attorney, no mom and dad, and they're gonna stand there in front of strangers and have to answer questions under oath, which is a more scary, and you're held accountable. Here you lied to me, hey, I'm not gonna know, I'm taking your word for it, and we're done. On a grand jury, you lie, well, there's ramifications for that. Yeah. So I do appreciate you very much talking to me, but you brought up the intimidation and Tyler. Both your names came up very recently, since I called your athletic director, when the cops came to you. We both got very valuable, very a person who is very trustworthy, who told us that you and Tyler were receiving threats that if you were to talk to the police, you were going to be off the football team, and he's going to have some other issues to deal with. That's called witness intimidation. And for us, that became the catalyst, Mike, to act, to say, hey, we need to talk to you. If somebody's threatening you, if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk. Right now, you can get up and leave. But if somebody's saying, if you talk to these cops about anything, we're going to get you booted off the football team, that becomes witness intimidation, and that changes the formula. So on that, were you threatened by anybody?
Nope.
Okay.
No, I never got one text. I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I'm the kid at Strongsville. Nobody ever wanted to mess with me. No, I was a big kid. I've always been one of the biggest.
6'3", 245.
Yeah, nobody's
football player.
Nobody's ever tried to mess with me. And even my close friends, they don't want to fight me. They're nah. They think I'm crazy. They think I just go crazy on somebody. And so I've never in my life had somebody intimidate me or text me, threatening me something. The only person that was ever texting me was Proctor. Proctor was the one. If you want me to be honest with you, I think it was Proctor and Husney that were intimidating everyone. That's who was intimidating everyone, was Husney and Proctor. They were the ones running around talking about hurting Mackenzie, talking about messing with her cars, her house, and stuff like that. They were the ones that were basically going around trying to intimidate people. If I ever got one text, it was from Proctor. It was he was the one that was texting me, oh, if you don't text me back, you're gonna regret it, all this.
What did he want from me? If you can,
he never fully said what he wanted from me.
Any guesses though?
I mean, because a couple of days after, I had another one of his friends text me, and I was I wonder if this is just a trick to see if I would respond to him and not respond to him. But then I ended up responding to him. But the whole reason for that was because they wanted to get my Snapchat out for these wristbands, because I gave these wristbands out to everybody. And a lot of people were asking for my Snapchat on to thank me for giving them the wristbands and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't think he would go that far though if it was just about that. I feel like he would just be like, hey, I'm sending your Snapchat to this person. They want to thank you for the wristbands. Not sitting there blowing my phone up, calling me, doing all that. Like, I had to mute his conversation because he just kept calling me, he would keep texting me. And I was like, dude, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to know what you want to talk to me about. Like, I just don't want to be involved with you. Like, keep that shit there. Like, I'm down here at college. Like, keep that shit there. But
Gotcha. Well, like I said, he's scheduled for grand jury on the 10th of November, so we'll see. If he shows up and talks, good. If not, he's probably going to get arrested. It's a contempt of court.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no way around it. So let's go back to Davion real quick. How did Davion gravitate or get involved with Dominic Russo? I mean, it seems like two different kinds of, athlete, and then business-oriented, maybe some other shenanigans.
I know, you guys probably remember when the girl fell down the steps at Dominic's house, that whole incident.
Yeah.
So I know Dom knows Davion. They know each other through parties like that. Kenzie and Davion have always been close. Like, they know each other. I know they've known each other since, like, middle school. But I don't really know how he ended up spending the night at Dom's. I don't know why he wouldn't have asked me instead of Dom, just like for someone to stay at. But I knew before, like right before I found out they were living together, I knew that they were kind of hanging out. They were kind of talking together because another reason why they were cool is Dom had a studio in his house. Dom liked to make music, and Davion loved freestyle. Davion loved making music. That was his dream, was to be a rapper. And so Davion would always go over to Dom's house to record in the studio. I know Proctor has a studio, so they had all, like, not like a studio. Like, Proctor doesn't have a full studio. He just has like a little mic on a computer and stuff. But Dom actually has like a whole room with a microphone and like stuff on the walls to keep the sound in. House all like the special programming and stuff. And so I knew they got really close off of that, like trying to make music together and stuff like that. Okay. So I think ultimately that's how Davion ended up staying at Dom's, because Davion knew he would go over there and be able to use the studio whenever he wanted to and just be cool with Dom. So I'm pretty sure that's how it was. And it's like also we all went to like a grad party together because Rosie and Kenzie are best friends. So that's how I ended up becoming really close with Dom too, is because like him just being around Kenzie all the time and me being around Rosie, we just were forced kind of just to talk to each other and be friends. And so we would go out and do that, but then at the same time, Davion would live with me, and so Davion would just come with me. So he also was pulled into that whole group of all of us, with me and my girlfriend, her friends, and like Kenzie and Dom. So I think just that, and then them recording together, I think that's why he ended up staying with Dom and choosing Dom.
Were you at that event, that party, when the girl fell down the stairs?
I was there.
Was Davion there too?
He actually was the one that helped carry her out upstairs. Okay. He was one of the ones that helped carry her out. But I left before he even did that. I left. Like, when she fell down the stairs, I left. I was like, I don't like blood. I don't like none of that. Like, I'm getting out of here. Because I know when I walked over there was like she was bleeding bad.
Yeah, she almost died.
Yeah, she was bleeding really bad. So I was like, I'm not. Like, I love her. Like, she was one of my friends. Kendall was one of my friends. I had chemistry class with her, but I'm sorry. I don't like blood.
Yeah. No,
it's not my place.
That makes sense. So we don't know why Davion moved in with Dominic. Do you have any idea why he actually was living with him temporarily?
Oh, I know the reason why he had to move in with him is because I know his parents were going on vacation, and Davion had just got a new job where he was moving like some form of freight or something in the back of trucks. Gotcha. And it was paying him really good money. I think it was the best paying job that he's gotten so far, and he had like regulated hours, like 9 to 5, like all throughout the weekdays. And so I know he was like trying to hop on that job and make some good money. And so he decided to stay home from going on vacation with his family. And that's how he ended up staying with Don, because he chose to stay with Don after he didn't want to, like, he told his parents he didn't want to go on vacation.
And that's how he ended up at the Burling House residence that night?
Davion ended up there just because he was with Kenzie and Dom at the zoo. I know they were at the zoo earlier that day, but he ended up being there with them because he was just with them all day. I didn't know where else they were at all that day. I just know that they were at the zoo, and because I saw videos of Kenzie posting a video of Dom and Dave holding birds or something like that. So I knew they were at the zoo that morning.
Yeah. So that night at the Burling house, who all was there?
It was me, Rosie, Paul, Dom, Kenzie, Davion, and then Nina. Yeah, that was it.
What's Nina's last name? Do you know?
I know it starts with an I, but I don't know how to pronounce it or spell it.
So we talked to Paul about this, and we know there wasn't any illegal activity going on. Okay, maybe some smoking dope and having a beer again. We know there was no heroin or fentanyl or anything crazy like that. So, what was Davion like that night? Who did he hang out with?
That night, I mean, his overall vibe that night was good. He was positive that night. Me and him were laughing all night. I'm trying to think. It didn't seem like there was anything wrong with him. Nothing crazy. The only thing that really got me was when he left. He was like, "I love you," and I was like, "I love you too." And that was the first time he said that to me since he lived with me. So that's what kind of threw me off. I was like, all right, I love you too. You know what I mean? Come here, give me a hug. We gave him a hug, and he walked out the door. I know Paul, he wasn't around all night. He was upstairs. He wasn't even around all night. Me and Davion were in the front room watching. It was a great white documentary about great white sharks in the front room. I know back in the back, all the girls were back there. I think they were watching High School Musical or something like that. Because they were all screaming, laughing. But me and Davion were up there. I remember Kenzie got mad at me because I ate all of her popcorn. She walked away and I ate all of her popcorn. She was like, because they make the natural popcorn. It's all organic popcorn.
Yeah.
And so I ate all there. And I mean, he was fine. He didn't seem upset. Didn't seem like nothing.
He wasn't frazzled by anything. Nobody said anything to him. Were you guys just having a good time? Was there anything between Mackenzie and Dominic? Or
those were the rumors I heard a lot. Was that Dom and Kenzie were fighting? There was no way in hell that they were fighting. That man, I remember walking in, that man was cuddling her. She was sleeping. Her head was on his lap. She was wrapped up in this big fuzzy gray band blanket on the front couch in the front room. It's a big L-shaped couch because I was sitting in the corner and Dave was sitting down by my legs. Kenzie was sitting here and then Dom was sitting at the end here. And so she ended up sprawling out and he was sitting there cuddling her head, petting her head, making sure she was sleeping good, smiling at her. I knew, there was no, if there was fighting, they couldn't have made it known. They didn't make it known at all. But I know they weren't fighting. They didn't have that type of vibe, nothing there. Everybody was just having a good time.
And see, that's those are the things that, unless you were there, there's no way for us to find out. And so a lot of the kids would tell us the exact opposite. There was a fight.
I remember when I first found out they passed away that morning. Because I found out they passed away. I called my friend EJ, freaking out, and I sped up to EJ's house, and I was talking to him, and EJ's like, that's our football group. That's Davion's football group. And so, all of us football dudes ended up meeting at EJ's house and talking. So then I went back to Paul's house, because that's where Rosie and all them were at, and I was talking to them. But then as I went to go drop my mom's car back off there, I picked up my truck, but then I stopped at the memorial where they crashed at. And as soon as I got there, that's when Proctor is saying, Proctor, Joey, a bunch of these kids are saying, oh, they're fighting. Kenzie's crazy. Kenzie puts voodoo on him. They're fighting all the time. They're fighting. I'm like, they weren't fighting. I don't know. Y'all just got this out of thin air. They were not fighting. I can promise you that they weren't fighting. Okay. And they were. That was their first thing. They jumped right to that. Oh, they're fighting. Kenzie did it on purpose. They're fighting. I was like, no, they weren't fighting. Kenzie and Dom walked out together. Dom grabbed all of her bags for her, and Dom came and dabbed me up. Kenzie was like, hey, say bye to everyone, because Rosie and Nina and them were sleeping in the back room. I was up in the front room still. And she was like, hey, say bye to everyone for us. And we're like, okay, we will. And that's when Rosie came walking up, gave Kenzie a hug, gave Dom a hug, and was like, bye. I know.
Why did they leave so early?
They usually do that. That's a common thing with everyone. How many times have we had people over our house? It's just a common thing with us younger teenagers, I guess. It's as soon as you get up, it's you're gone. We're just leaving.
5:30 in the morning? Oh.
Yeah, I get up, go to work at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
The couch is cleared. I'm like, man, they got
Wow. It's like we'll end up we'll sleep, and then like as soon as you wake up in that early morning, I want to go back to my bed.
So that is common. I mean, it happens.
Good. Okay. See, like I said, you're shedding some light on issues that are very important.
Do you think Davion, was there ever an issue with him staying with you guys with mom and dad? Like, did you guys ever have an issue with it? The only reason I asked is, do you think Davion stayed with Dom because Dom had that place to himself? Right? Like, he had space there. You have a family in your house. Was that ever an issue?
Oh, we just had planned it. I mean,
you had extra space. You never minded him being there?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, we treated him like
the water bill went up.
Yeah.
That kid would take a 45-minute shower.
He lived in a luxury in my house. It was like he had like completely new parents. He had a brother. Like that's how we treated him. Like, he would always come in my room and sleep.
Because from the outside, I'm like, okay, well, mom and dad are here, but then Dom kind of had that house to himself.
It's funny because
right? So maybe as a kid, I'd be like,
one of the funniest things I found out was when he lived with us, he was a pig. Oh my god, that dude was a pig.
His room was messy.
I had to clean his room up like 4 times for him. I remember my dog knocked over a bowl of buffalo sauce and a plate of chicken tenders. I walk into the room the one morning. I'm like, hey, Dave, clean that up. I'm getting in the shower.
Carpet's still stained.
We're going to school. This man, I get out the shower. I go to school. We go to school. I come back, and I still smell it in the hall. I'm like, damn, I smell buffalo sauce. So I walk in there. He didn't even move the bowl. He didn't move the plate. He just laid a towel over everything. Just to cover up the image of it. And I'm just like, oh, my God, dude. So I found out that he actually, when he lived with Dom, he actually would clean up Dom's house for him. He would clean up Dom's house. Like, he would do the dishes for Dom. He would clean off the table.
You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, no, I didn't know that until after.
Serious?
I didn't know that until after he passed away. When I talked to Kenzie in the hospital, she was like, dude, he was the sweetest kid ever. Like, he would clean up the house for Dom. But I think it was more because I think that he knew that me and, like, my family had respect for him and he had respect for us. But I feel like he didn't think Dom.
Maybe he felt more at home in my house.
Yeah, he felt more at home. I feel like he felt more like he needs to show more respect towards Dom because it's Dom's house. You know what I mean? Like, it's Dom's house alone. It's just Dom that lives there.
He felt like family with him. He felt like a guest there.
Yeah.
And I tell you, a lot of the times we didn't even know he was there. He was that quiet. I mean, he didn't come out and socialize much. You know, we'd see him pass by and then, you know, bye, hi.
Yeah.
You know, he asked me to drop him off a couple places before, and, you know, I did that for him.
So, have you ever been in a car with Dominic and Mackenzie?
Mm.
What was it like? What are they as drivers?
I know Dom's a very careful driver. He would always, if Kenzie was going over 10 miles over, 15 miles over, she didn't have a seatbelt on, Dom would always be yelling, hey, put your seatbelt on, slow down. I know Kenzie, I've only ever driven with her once, and it wasn't terrible. I mean, we took that exact same route too, that exact same drive down Progress, down Almeida. We took that exact same route, and like she was going at a normal speed, a speed that I would drive at. I mean, the max I've ever seen her go was like, she was probably going like 40, 45 down Pearl once, and that was about it. In the 35, not the 25 zone, the 35 zone. But that was about the fastest I've ever seen her drive. It never really scared me as being a passenger in the backseat. I never really was scared when she was driving. I've only ever driven with Dom once as well, and he drove like a normal person. He drove like he obeyed every law, every turn signal, all of that stuff. He would stop at stop signs. He would stop at red lights. I never had a problem with driving with either of them.
Cool.
David on there, David was a speedster.
Yeah.
That man.
It's at least I got that also talking to his mom and dad. He liked cars, and he was looking at buying a new car. I know that. You know, it's
he was working on his credit. I think his parents were helping him out with his credit, working his credit.
Right.
So he could buy a car.
Get a loan.
He had some aspirations. I mean, the kid was trying to make a life for himself. You know, barber school.
I hate kicking him out. You know, I felt bad after all this, but we needed the room. My daughters were coming in town, and we needed the room for them for graduation weekend.
Now, as a parent, I mean, my kids are younger, but did you ever have conversations with Davion's parents about him staying with you?
They never once contacted us.
Okay.
Never once. I'm assuming they knew he was living with us.
I know my mom said to me, I remember...
Well, that's why we wanted to talk to him, because the parents told us he stayed with Lance.
Yeah, they said he stayed here, and in my head I'm like...
But we had never heard from him or really met
my
them.
mom
until
said when they came
he went home.
When they came and picked Davion up, his mom didn't even want him back. His mom
She was in total shock that he was coming home.
And this is something his dad arranged.
Yeah.
Did he ever say anything explicit about his home life, like, I really hate my mom and dad, or I can't wait to move out, or anything like that?
He always was trying to move out. I mean, for the longest time, he was always trying to move out. He was always... There was times when we still worked at Five Guys, he would always want to try and stay with Ty. Husni. He would always try and, like, he was talking about getting an apartment, and he was talking about getting an apartment for the, like, longest time, because we'd always be like, hey, if you get an apartment, Dave, then we're coming over there every night and we're kicking it, like, we don't care, because he's been trying to move out of there.
He's friends with Husni?
Not anymore, no. He was. Husni tried getting him fired for every single job he was basically at Five Guys. So it started off at Five Guys. Husni would treat Davion like ass. Like, they would always fight. They'd always fight on shifts. There was times where they couldn't even work together. Wow. And then would just fight. Like, there was times when, because after Five Guys, he went to Papa John's, and then Husni was a GM at Papa John's, and Husni ended up firing Davion, and, like, Davion was like, I can't stand him anymore. Like, I can't stand being around him. Like, screw Husni, all that. He would always come into Five Guys and rant about it. And then they went to Chipotle. And then Chipotle, I know Davion ended up leaving Chipotle again because Husni and him had some problems.
Wow. It's like they followed each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's odd.
Like, I know, and that's why I was almost surprised about everything Husni's doing. And I'm like, Husni, like, I feel like you should know that you and Davion's relationship were not at the best of terms when he passed. Like, it used to be good, but then it, like, over time was getting killed. Like,
when you say Ty, who's that?
Tyler Jones.
Tyler Jones,
yeah.
Okay.
So, I just want to talk one last thing before we get out of here. We're almost done. I have like 2 questions left. But post the crash, after the crash, there were a lot of rumors that happened. Was anything said that you believed was true? Any of the rumors that you believed?
No.
Any other theories about the crash or what might have happened?
The only thing that what my gut and my intuition is telling me is that she passed out. Like, that's my gut intuition. I mean, I don't know. This is not, like, credible at all. But you guys know what, like, a pendulum is?
Mm-hmm.
So I use, like, a pendulum board with a little crystal, and I got in my truck when I was down here by myself, and I got in my truck and I was like, I'm gonna try and talk to Davion with it. And so, like, tried talking to Davion. I asked him a bunch of personal questions, and it was crazy because he was actually spelling out, like, the words of, like, what I was looking for. I was like, this has to be Dave. Like, I have to be, like, talking to something right now. Like, So then I kept asking questions. I was like, you think she passed out? I was asking questions about the crash, and he was just like, yes, I think she passed out. And, like, I know that, like, she's, like, prone to passing out or something like that. She's, like, prone to that. She has, like, a medical condition or something with that. And the doctors tell her to put her head in between her knees when she feels like she's passing out. And I know she told me that they found her with her head in between her knees under the steering wheel. And so that was, like, the connection that I make. That's why, like, my intuition is telling me that she passed out. I asked Dave, I was like, did you guys, like, on the pendulum board, I was like, did you guys even know that you guys were crashed? He was like, no. Like, he had no clue that they crashed. But obviously, again, that's not, like, a credible thing.
You think he fell asleep?
I don't think she fell asleep because she was
Dave in the back.
I don't think so because I thought on the Life 360 he said that his phone was on and active right before they crashed on that Life 360. But I don't think he was asleep.
Were you on Life 360?
I was not on that. That's that group that I was talking about, like Proctor and all those kids. That's his friend group with them. Like they had that. I wasn't a part of that.
That's really what's causing us to look at this from a couple of different angles, to be honest with you, because one of the Strongsville High School kids, I'm sure you know, sent us a screenshot saying, well, look at the Life 360, look at the speed. To be honest with you, if we didn't get that, we probably wouldn't have looked even closer at the crash. And that's what we're trying to figure out, I know Mackenzie is in a very difficult position because you don't want to talk to the police in a case like this because you could say something that could get you in trouble. But when you don't sit and talk to me and tell me what happened, I have to assume, and I have to go by what I hear from other people and by evidence, as opposed to you. And so it's a tough balance. So I don't envy her for being this, and I'm sure she's for the rest of her life. She has to live with this.
Well, we had to get called back to the hospital because she was trying to kill herself because when she found out when Dom's funeral was, we were all there and she was like telling her mom, she's like, I'm going to that funeral. Like, I don't care if I'm going to the funeral. Like, because she's that type of girl. You know what I mean? She's that type of girl. She's like, I'm going to that funeral. Like, I'm going. You're not stopping me. Like, I'm going. And so I remember we left that day, and the next day was his funeral, and we had to get called back because she was like, with all the injuries that she had, she was ripping herself out of the bed, trying to get up and walk, and like her dad like came up to me and was like, she's gonna kill herself if she walks, like she's going to die, and like she's like, we need you guys to like calm her down, sit her down, or else the cops would have to come in and like pin her down and tie her down and stuff like that. So we were able to calm her down at that point. So I know that's gonna affect her life forever.
Weren't the cops called up there? The Metro Police?
I don't know if they were. It might have been that occasion if they were.
Yeah,
but
I think it was that day because she was freaking out.
Yeah, because I know when I was there was no cops that I could see. I thought that they were thinking about calling the cops if we couldn't calm her down.
Was she ever was the idea of suicide ever even brought up? Like, Davion ever say anything?
Davion or Dom, no, they never. Davion, as much as he was mentally down, the last thing he would want to do is kill himself. His mindset was more if he was like, hey, I'm gonna buck this shit out and I'm gonna prove to everyone that I'm a strong ass dude. That was his way. I mean, he tore his ACL 2 days later. He's out there jumping, playing basketball. Like, he was a strong dude mentally and physically.
Did Dominic get any sleep that night? Like the night of the party, did you see him take a power nap or something?
I think when he was with Kenzie, he was sleeping. I'm pretty sure he was like cuddling because he had his head down like that, so I couldn't really like see if his eyes were open fully or not. So I mean, if he did, he did. But I don't know. I know Davion didn't. Me and Davion stayed up pretty much all night. I didn't end up going to bed till like 4, 5.
So what you're describing the night of that night, Dominic and Davion and Mackenzie were all fine.
I mean, I can tell you guys, there's now certain the Burling houses, they did not own a single little like drop of alcohol. They not own a single thing. They never owned a single drop of alcohol.
Believe me, we already know.
Yeah, so we know. Like, I know there was no drinking, nothing like that involved.
No, I believe me, we know that. That's right. We're not asking what happened. I'm just trying to figure out when they left. Were they on good terms? The whole night, was it just amicable, having a good time like you described, or was there fighting? Because again, some kids described there being a conflict, and that's why I asked you who was there, because I want to make sure that the people who are telling us, well, they were fighting, well, were you there? And of course, they stopped talking to the police. And they asked questions.
Yeah. And
that becomes the confusion on our end. So people who weren't there are telling us something, but then the people who were there don't want to talk to us.
Yeah, like I know Tyler Proctor.
That makes sense to you,
right? We're getting rumors from people who weren't even physically there, and then we go to the people who were physically there, and they don't want to talk to us.
And you just clarified.
So now, what do we want? Are they hiding? Was there fighting? Is this true or is it false?
That's one click. Those are
right now they're all together. They weren't like Hussein wasn't really as involved with them before the crash, but now after the crash they've been more involved with each other, and like everything that they have said has been it blows my mind. And like where they get that stuff from, the whole fight and all that stuff, they get it from Tyler and Kenzie's background. They get it from their past. They get it from because Tyler thinks that he was Kenzie's escape route when Dom and Kenzie would fight. Kenzie would go run to Tyler and talk to Tyler.
Tyler
Proctor. She would go and run to Proctor and talk to him about it. So he thinks he knows like all this fight and stuff and that they fought. But she's only ever ran to him when they fought. She's never ran to him when they've done something good or just to talk. It's only when they have fought. So in his mind, he thinks all they do is fight, and that when they fight, it's the end of the world type.
Do you think he was hoping she was going to come back to him?
I know he was pissed because she was dating Proctor, and then she ended up leaving Proctor for Dom. Like, she ended up getting with Dom while she was with Proctor, and then she left Proctor and to stay with Dom. So I know
So he liked being her escape from him.
Yeah, I guess. I think there's a little bit of jealousy on it. I really think there's a little bit of jealousy. He might not like admit to it or like show it, but I think there's a little bit of jealousy under there.
Well, there were some rumors. I mean, well, some things we knew that Dominic supplied the school with marijuana and things like that. Was this ever a factor in the relationship between Davion and Dominic? Because I know Davion started kind of smoking weed just to cope with, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, I'll admit to it. I've smoked with Davion before. Like, I'll admit to it. I'm not scared of admitting to it.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's going to be legal. So we're not worried about that.
I know that point, but I don't think so. I mean, the thing about Dave was, I know that. I know for a fact that wasn't a factor, and it's because Davion didn't have enough money to be able to like just be like, hey Dom, give me, can I have this, can I have this, can I have this, can I get this, can I get that? Like, he didn't have money for that. So I knew that wasn't like a big factor in it. Like, Davion was never like, I think Davion just enjoyed their lifestyle, the way that they go out to the West Side Market all the time. They go out to Town Hall down in Cleveland all the time to eat. They just go out. They're constantly out doing stuff, having fun. I think Davion just loves that lifestyle. Like, Davion just loves being out. He hates being at home. I mean, it'd be 11 o'clock at my house. He'd be like, hey, let's go drive around. Like, I don't want to sit here. I'm like, okay, let's go drive around. It's 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. We're driving around just doing random shit. Like, that's just his lifestyle. I think he loved just being able to be out all the time, like going to the zoo that day, then going somewhere else after that and somewhere else, and then finally to my house, like, or not to my house, to the Burlinghouse's house. Like, I think he just loved that lifestyle of being out.
Did he and do you think he and Dominic had a lot in common? I mean, you and him had football in common. You knew each other.
I think
what did he and besides music?
I think
they struck me as two different.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're completely two different people. I think Davion he would just play cool with it, I guess. I mean, like, I think the main thing that they connected on was the music. I think that was enough for them to like be friends. And I remember Dom telling me like he loves Davion, like because I had them over at my house the one time, and I was like we'd always talk about Dave, and we're like, hey, like, we love Dave, like, they love Dave. Everyone just loves Dave. Like, everyone just loves Dave. So like no matter. Was
that the night that we had someone check the house because we were out of town, and we had someone go by the house, and there were cars in the driveway. Landon, is there people at my house? Yeah. Get them out.
It was the night of the carnival home days.
Okay.
So we went to the carnival, and they all came back to my house after the carnival. We're all just kicking it. But I know.
So that night, did they all leave, or did you let them stay?
Yeah, because we had the person drive by again.
They didn't leave. We just moved their cars.
Oh my gosh.
Trust me. And that night, as me and Rosie were walking back, there were two drunk people from Johnny J's screaming in the middle of the street fighting. Like, two old people were screaming.
From our house.
Yeah. Like, the lady was like, fuck you, you're a drunk piece of shit. You left me all night, like, screaming at him. And me and Rosie was like, let's go. Like, let's get out of here. They're going to get the cops called. It was crazy, but yeah. But no, I think they just related so much on the music level, and I think Dom wanted to help Davion out that way in the music. Gotcha. Like, because I know they wanted to create a whole album. Like, I remember when we went there, we went there over at Dom's house, he created the song that he has on the Song of Millie. I don't know if you guys know the Song of Millie by Lil Wayne. It's a beat. They used that beat over Dom to rap on. And I was there that night, and we were coming up with rap names for Dave. We were talking about Dom creating him a whole album and stuff like that. So like,
he was that good?
Yeah, like he would. Okay. Dom would always produce music like that.
Wow.
And so, I think that's like what they connected on the most with the music. And I think Davion just tried to show him respect and clean up the house and just show respect in that formal way.
Side question, but do you think Mackenzie was close to Dom because of that the lifestyle, the potential for the future? You know what I mean? That everything you described about Davion, there was potential in that relationship.
I know Kenzie and Dom were like, they've had a lot of ups and downs throughout the past, but like they were like left and rights with each other. Like they when they were together, they were meant to be. Like they were together. Like Dom provided everything for Kenzie. Kenzie didn't work a job. Kenzie would live with Dom. Like, Dom would provide her everything. Dom would buy her groceries. Dom would buy her clothes. Anything that Kenzie needed, Dom gets it for her. So like they had that like relationship where it's like they were like ready just to move on and marry and just move out of Ohio and just go on and live their life. Like they were at that stage in their relationship. I think they were together for like 5 years, something like that. 4 years, or maybe 6. They were together for a long time.
Not as much as you and Rosie. Huh?
Yeah.
How long have you and Rosie been together?
About 5 years now, since 8th grade.
She's going to OU, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen.
How you guys gonna deal with long-term distance?
Oh, we've been doing good. I mean, we've had the past 2 weeks. We've been kind of on a break because of some stuff that's happened in the past. But just recently, she was over here the whole week. This week, she was over down here in Marietta with me, staying in my dorm with me.
Was it like 50 minutes from here?
Yeah, about 45. Yeah,
that's not bad.
Not bad. Nothing bad at all. And it's like at the same time, you also have so much stuff you can look at too. It's not like the drive down here from Charlottesville, where it's just mountains, you know, there's like not that much to look at.
It's
like
boring.
There, it's like you're kind of going against the Ohio River pretty much the entire way almost. So it's like you have lots of factories, lots of cool things to see. So the drive goes by really quick.
Well, listen, I really can't tell you how much I appreciate you giving us your time. You've clarified and shed some light on things that we were unaware of, especially, you know, the dynamic that night. I said a lot of people are just giving us information based on rumors, and I would hate to, you know, people ask what's going to happen next. So what's going to happen after this is we are going to submit everything we have, the crash report, the body cameras, everything we've done so far. It goes to the prosecutor's office, because at the time when the accident happened, Mackenzie was a juvenile. So we, the police, we don't get to charge her with a crime. If there is a crime, we're not the ones who get to say this was an accident or this was an intentional act. We have, believe it or not, we have almost nothing to do with this. This goes straight to the prosecutor's office. The prosecutor's office will get to review everything, including those conversations, everything we've done, every person we talked to, every picture we took, everything, including the rumors, the people who sent us messages anonymously and sent us screenshots of social media. All of it has to go in. Generally, what they expect of police, Mike, is when you send me a picture of, hey, look at what Landon said, and you email it to me, and believe me, I got bombarded.
And I told him before we even came over days ago that you guys have all that. The phones, right? Messages. I'm like, don't lie. I'm like, if they ask you something, if it was sent text or whatever, voice, they have all that.
You're not a suspect in anything. And neither is Rosie, neither is even Mackenzie. She's not. We're at this point just trying to say, listen, when I have 15 people coming to me and saying, hey man, she said she's gonna kill herself. But then the people who are close to her, people who are at the party with her, are not coming forward to say, no, they were fine that night. What am I going to believe?
Another thing that...
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I submit my report, the prosecutor's going to see 15 people saying she's trying to kill herself. Not one person saying they were fine that night.
Yeah, we didn't know the other two. We didn't know Mackenzie and Don. We knew Davion.
The one thing I just realized, too, is a lot of people, especially in Charlottesville, do not like Kenzie. A lot of people do not like. They just do not get along. Like Kenzie,
every time I dealt with her, she was pleasant.
Kenzie is like her go-to person is Dom. Like Rosie was like her first escape friend, I guess. Like everyone else from Charlottesville, they do. That's why she doesn't go to the high school. It's because nobody likes her. Like they hate each other. Like she's had beef with everybody, girls, guys, everything. Like they just do not like. They do not associate. People from Charlottesville and Kenzie do not associate. So that's another reason why I think so many people are bombarding you with all this stuff that's false, is because they just don't like her. They want to see her. They want to see her down. They want to see her do all that. And I know that for a fact because a lot of people do not like her. Like Rosie was like one of her first only like truly friends that she has had in like years.
Right. But it's unfortunate because, you know, and that's not to put pressure on Rosie. Obviously, she's not here, but well, when your best friend is not coming to bat for you to say, hey, no, they were at the party, we were having a good time, we were watching TV, and she got mad because, you know, Landon ate her popcorn, and, you know, she was cuddling up with, well, when I don't hear this, and all I'm getting is the other kids saying, 1, 2, 3, you know, trying to kill herself, trying to do this. Again, I have to submit my report. What's in it is what the prosecutor decides on.
Think of it this way. there's people in the community who are calling our chief, our boss, all the time. What's going on with this? What's going on with this? It's not every day.
Right.
30 kids
because
drive into a building.
you don't hear much about
Right.
anything.
They're requesting.
We were just, my wife and I were just talking about that.
I know Rosie.
Man, we haven't heard anything about that. What's going on with that? You know.
Well, and that's kind of the problem is we can't do a thorough job unless people talk to us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna talk to Rosie too and see if she
You know
wants
what
to
I mean?
talk to
So-
me.
Unfortunately,
Our
she
biggest
has to get
thing
a
was-
grand jury, but if she talks to us like
made
this,
that route all the time.
we tell the
She has
prosecutor that
really
route.
bad anxiety, and that's the reason why like she first off didn't want to talk at all. And so
And then I can
now
see
that
where
she
you
has
guys
a
are
grand jury,
stuck.
I'm gonna be like,
Like
hey,
on
now
that
she's gonna
test
be a
in
lot more
a building.
anxious.
You sat through it.
And around
and
you always
just,
Yeah, like
you know,
every
sitting in front of a jury is going to cause a lot more
unless she was
anxiety
passed
than
out.
this.
How-
So like,
No,
she needs to know that and
That's
make
why
sure.
we-
I don't want to put her through.
And
going
that's
to
exactly
jury
why
stuff.
we get all these rumors. And
And
we're
if
like,
she has something to say to
but then the
defend
people who were there
Rosie,
are like
she's
not
got
talking to us.
defend
They're like,
Mackenzie.
are they hiding something?
She's
Are we
helping
missing
her friend.
something?
Mhm.
Was she tired?
Or are they afraid?
Or are they afraid?
Yeah.
Right. There's all these emotions. There's all these things that go into it.
Right.
But
The cops are asking. The cops are.
Yeah, but we're
You know?
asking because
Right. I mean, we don't know. We weren't there.
showed-
They were there.
I was assigned this case the day after the crash. I was never called out to the scene to look at the actual scene. I didn't, it was the next day. And so we have to, anytime there's death and the driver survives, there's going to be an inquiry. Anytime. If on our way back to Strongsville today, we get in a crash, I die, and he's driving and he lives, he's going to be questioned by the police.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be an inquiry. If we both die, it's over.
Right.
But we have to. The community deserves to know: was there a malfunction with the car? Well, she's driving a Toyota. Well, Toyotas are good cars, but if there's a malfunction
It's
with
a
the
newer
newer Toyota, maybe let us know what happened. Like when I get a text message from a kid showing 90 miles an hour in a 25, could be a bunch of things, right? Well, we don't want to see Mackenzie be prosecuted if she didn't do anything wrong. If there's something wrong with Toyota, then perhaps the families need to go after Toyota, the county prosecutor. There has to be an inquiry into, hey, if there's a mechanical problem with the car, we need to know.
Right.
The community deserves to know.
Was the accelerator stuck or something? You don't know. Yeah.
You got to figure it all out. But listen, I appreciate it. Do you have any questions? Anything we can answer for you?
No, not really.
Okay.
I'm just glad I could come out and do it. I mean,
he wanted to move on. He wanted to get this behind
I wanted
him.
to clean that up too.
That's why he was putting you guys off. Like, I don't want to do it.
It's not even that either. It's because we changed carriers, and now I get spam calls on spam calls on spam calls on telemarketing, spam calls. It could be Cleveland. It's just a bunch of random names, and so I just never know if it's you guys.
Like
or
I said,
if it's whatever.
We're doing this for Mackenzie's sake. She deserves. If God forbid it's you, if you were in that car that night, if you took a ride and you were one of the casualties in that, your parents are gonna want.
Oh yeah,
he and I to talk.
And he could have been.
Person.
I mean, he's been in the car with them before.
Any of those kids,
right? And your family is going to say, "What are you guys doing to find out what happened?"
We think if Davion would have just came home with Landon that morning, and he would still be alive.
And you obviously know Dom. You know his mom's an attorney.
Right.
So now, if we don't do a thorough job, we have an attorney who knows what she's talking about.
Right.
Saying, "What the hell are you guys doing?"
Right. Or not.
Right.
Right. So that's why we're trying to, and I hate to have to compel or have to tell the prosecutor, hey, we got to talk to Rosie. Either she voluntarily talks or there's going to be a grand jury. The people who are not there, their voices are louder than the people who are there. And I know when you tell Rosie it's going to get to Mackenzie somehow, but the people who are at the party are quiet. The people who are not at the party are being the loudest and spreading the most rumors that unfortunately by mid-November I have to submit this to the prosecutor. I can't just sit on this case forever. California, there was a fatal crash, the nurse who killed 6 people. The next day she was charged. The very next day. I've been sitting on this case from August 1 when I got assigned it. I'm trying to give all these kids an opportunity to say, hey, it's a difficult time, but listen, I don't want you to listen to the rumors. Here, I was there. Here's what I know. And if it's an accident, it's an accident. Mackenzie, regardless of what happens, whether she gets charged or not, she has to live with this for the rest of her life.
Mm-hmm.
That is very difficult.
Mm-hmm. I don't wish that on anybody.
I do appreciate your time. I turn off the camera, and I'm also...
In March 2022, Mackenzie's pattern of reckless driving and anger behind the wheel began to surface on her own Snapchat. On March 30th, while sitting at a red light on Shermer Road at Pearl Road, she snapped a photo during a road rage incident and captioned it, "This bitch dumbass." Investigators later questioned whether she typed and shared that post while the car was still in motion. Just days later, on April 1st, Mackenzie once again documented another road rage encounter. This time, she was seen driving on an unknown road when she snapped a picture of another car and added the blunt caption, "Dumbass." Investigators noted the same concern, that she may have been operating her vehicle while distracted by making and posting the image. A similar display of temper was recorded earlier that month on March 24th, when Mackenzie filmed herself cursing and name-calling someone in a parking lot at Polaris Career Center in Middleburg Heights, Ohio. The confrontation wasn't over a major incident, but simply because another driver had parked slightly over a line. It was yet another moment where she demonstrated her tendency to lash out in traffic-related situations. Perhaps most alarming was an earlier Snapchat video from March 20th, where Mackenzie recorded her speedometer hitting 90 miles per hour. Ohio law does not allow speeds anywhere near that limit, and investigators confirmed the steering wheel cover in the video matched the one in her vehicle. In that clip, Mackenzie not only broke the law by speeding, but she also divided her attention between filming and driving at a dangerously high rate of speed, further highlighting her disregard for safety. Altogether, these documented posts revealed a clear pattern. Mackenzie repeatedly used Snapchat to show off her anger and recklessness behind the wheel. Whether it was insulting other drivers, lashing out in parking lots, or recording herself at 90 miles per hour, she consistently chose to put others at risk, while turning her dangerous behavior into social media content.
YouTube streets in the building. Ronnie Blue Eyes, Scandalous Squad, DVS stuck in the system. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on, Ronnie?
Man, I'm just chilling. These phone calls are getting crazy, man. Shout out to El Plaga, everybody in the chat listening. Hit that like button if you like something. Ronnie Blue Eyes, DVS, we here. Yeah.
Yeah, Mackenzie Schiller thinks victim's mom was drunk in court. That's wild.
Wow. That's a crazy title right there.
That is. For her to even think that even, her, and if she was, so fucking what? You killed you killed her son. So fucking what?
Right. For her to even insinuate that, though, like you're saying, that shows this call is going to be interesting. I'm intrigued. Let's just leave it at that.
No accountability whatsoever, once again.
Yeah.
This call was made before Mackenzie's guilty verdict.
Yeah, I really hope Monday goes well. I have a good feeling about it, then I have a bad feeling about it, then I have a good feeling, then a bad feeling, a good feeling, then a bad feeling.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it nice outside?
It's really humid. So I don't know if that's good or bad. It's just gross.
I think Mackenzie's really bad at reading the room. I think Mama Love let it be known that you're fucked, kid.
Right.
That's wet and sleepy.
I don't care how I want it.
Yeah. I'm blacking out.
So what did Jim say about getting Dom's stuff?
Well, I haven't spoken about it yet. I heard they addressed it though, which is good.
I mean, getting my stuff. Yeah, I told you. For Dom's.
Yeah. So I'm sure that's coming. One step at it, like one in front of the other, right?
Did you talk to the warden again, or no?
She has not called me back yet. I'm sure she will. She seems very nice, but it's also the weekend, so
she might not
I don't know how that shit works. Yeah.
Yeah, I really need to shower, but I just think I'm just gonna wait till I get my soap.
Well, there's been a moment in time where you didn't shower for all.
That kind of debunks what the cat said, right?
What's that?
Kat said she was very hygienic. She was washing up in the sink and all that.
Oh yeah.
Listen, man.
But washing up in the sink and showering are two different things. And now, if she only had access to the sink and had to take a quick bird bath, that's one thing. But if she's avoiding the showers, that's completely different.
Yeah, and even so, man, I'm not waiting. I'm making sure I'm washing the vital areas
Of course.
and I'm drying off, man. Because tell you right now, yo, you'll smell like a fucking caveman if you're in there for too long. You don't wash up, man. You start smelling like a savage. Definitely don't want that unless you're into that kind of shit. You know what I mean?
And you're gonna feel the way you look.
Oh, absolutely. You're gonna be on some real caveman shit. You might get real primal. You could get feral in a box, bro. I bullshit you not.
Yeah, facts.
Especially when you get out. Like when you get out of the box, man, you don't want to talk to nobody. It's a very different feeling. It's very weird. You're trying to get your shit back together because it's like that you time in the box is like it all depends
You're
on who
so
you are and how you're
isolated.
built.
Yeah.
But it can be a great thing. I know it sounds crazy, but it can
Attitude is everything. Yeah, depending how you go about it. If you take that time to reflect
some
and do some
people
work.
I call it it could be a good trip, you know what I mean? Because
Right.
some people take psychedelics to take a trip. When you're in the
Right.
box, you could take a trip, son,
Yeah.
without any kind of drugs. You know what
It
I
could be a
mean?
bad trip or a good trip. It could be damaging or it could be healing. That's on you.
Yeah, but I'm talking about to another higher level of consciousness. Like
Yeah.
I've had trips where I've never taken any mushrooms or anything like that.
Right.
And when I did take mushrooms, I've been in this blissful state before, and it was like when I was it's weird. It's hardcore. It's a lot of meditation, but it's hardcore, man.
Facts. Meditation over medication.
Absolutely, bro.
In the hospital.
So even when you came home,
I know.
oh, you'll be okay. Yeah, just if you want to wait, just wait for yourself.
Has anyone been to Dom's grave or anything?
I don't know, Kenzie. I don't know.
Yeah, when they brought up Husney in court, I was like, I hate him.
Ew, who did?
They brought him up in court. They were like, I don't even know what they were saying about him. They just like said his name, and I was like, I hate him.
Ew, who said his name?
I don't know if it was Jim or the prosecutor, one of them.
Ew, why? He had nothing to do with anything. Nothing to do with anything.
I like tried to pay attention sometimes, but then I like got really bad anxiety, and I wanted to like bite my nails, so I just had to like tune it out and like think.
Right, I get it.
For like the first time in forever,
right?
Like, holy shit! iPads are not a good thing, man.
Who are they referring to when they saying?
I don't know. I think that might be an ex, or I was trying to figure that out too, Ronnie. And I'm like, is that somebody she was fucking with on the side? Is that like is he some way somehow trying to sabotage?
Or maybe the person that did the I don't want to say interrogation, but came in and gave a statement. Because remember, they said they had this little friend group, and she was sleeping with more than one of these dudes.
Allegedly,
it ain't even allegedly. This is
right.
out of their own mouth, supposedly, whatever we could say allegedly. But we both know she was promiscuous, to say the least. But you never know what else was going on.
No, yeah. I just I don't know who they were talking about. I really thought it might have been like a side dude or something. That's what I was thinking.
Right. Okay.
Because when I pay attention too much, I get to like crying.
Yeah.
Do you think like my facial expressions were good? Because I was like so mad like half of that.
She's
like,
a psychopath. She's a fucking psychopath.
Yeah, facts.
She just told on herself. She's a psychopath, bro.
My antennas went up. Do you think my facial expressions was good? Like,
whoa,
did you have a hard time faking them? Like, what the fuck?
The fact that you don't know is a problem.
She ain't in touch with your own emotions. Like, what the fuck?
This shit is all up front, son. Holy
Motionless.
shit. She does need help though. She needs a lot of therapy and she needs a good psychiatrist, bro.
Big facts.
Matter of fact, she needs a fucking team, son. She needs a fucking clinical team to fucking diagnose everything. What the fuck, bro?
Stuff they were saying, and I was trying not to be mad.
Baby, I was not in there. I don't know. Everything I saw, you looked fine and sad. You look sad and distraught.
Well,
you should look like.
What you should look like.
When they was like lying, I like
yawning. Whoa, she's yawning in the midst of this shit. I mean, they say that when someone, let me not get into that. You know more than I do on that. Let me get the fuck
Yeah,
out
there's
of
a
there.
few different. Earlier, I was actually gonna bring that up when the mother yawned because it didn't seem authentic. But if it was, usually you know how when you yawn, somebody
Somebody,
yawns right
yeah,
after you.
to show
That's
empathy.
only if they're empathetic to your situation or your cause or whatever you're going through or you in general. You
Yeah,
know what
if
I mean?
you're an empathetic person, usually if someone yawns, it's almost that's why they say yawns are contagious to
Yeah,
empathetic people that
they
would
call it like sympathy symptoms, if you will.
to an extent, yeah. It almost try it to an extent, yeah.
What is he like? I want to do it so bad. Just be like, what the fuck? You're fucking lying. Like,
But I was gonna say this is the reverse of that. This is the
Psychology.
nonchalant. This is the nonchalant yawning it out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Skimming over the shit like it ain't that serious.
yeah, like she's a lion that just caught its prey. It just, what's the one now? On to the next one.
Isn't that
No fault
incredible that they can
skimming.
do that?
Not at all, Ronnie. At all. This is sick, man. There should be case studies on these kids that do this horrendous shit. There's another girl that just killed her mother and her stepfather, bro. Shot both of them. She only got caught because she gave a eulogy and she told on herself. She raised some red flags and on
Right.
how she worded it, and she basically she gave herself up. So that's another case I was gonna dabble in. I was gonna try to bring to the streets,
Right.
depending on what happens. But she's another iPad baby. It's crazy.
Damn.
And then did somebody say that you and Dom were together for like a year and a half?
what? No.
Oh, good.
Everyone said,
And actually, you can check out the page on the YouTube streets. Plug did a video already on that, if I'm
Yeah.
not mistaken. Did a video on the young girl who shot her mother and then shot her fucking stepfather.
Oh
Hardcore
yeah, because
shit.
I did hear about some shit like that, and it might have been from an El Plaga video, man. Shout out to El Plaga.
Yeah. We're gonna do some reactions too to a lot of videos that are out on the YouTube streets. Plug is one hell of a producer.
Oh
He's an
yeah,
editor. He does it all, man. He's a lyricist, makes beats. He
he
does it all.
producing the shit out of it. Yeah, he's great
So
with the production.
there's some videos you're gonna see that we're gonna react to that are just wild. The other case that we're gonna check out too is the judge and the sheriff who shot the judge, man. I shot the sheriff,
I
but
shot the
I
shit.
did not shoot the
I
deputy.
shoot the
You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
want to get into that because there was supposed to be a sex trafficking ring going on. They had two women that came forward saying that they were a part of this sex ring that was taking place. From the details that we know, that's out there,
Right.
the sheriff saw something where the judge's phone was calling his daughter or had his daughter's
Okay.
contact in
Yeah.
there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and there
Yeah.
was something
Wow.
really fishy going on, and we haven't heard anything. Not much is out, but I want to get into that because,
Definitely.
I'm always FTS, fuck the system, but I think
Right.
this man did a good service. But it all comes down to how long he knew, and you know, did he only decide to do this because it was his daughter and fuck
Yeah.
everybody else? Which is
Yeah.
is understandable to an extent, but if you were taking part in it too,
Right.
you
That's
know,
different. And I
it's
actually
different.
have that tattoo, bro. I got the fuck the system tat. Had that shit since I was young, but yeah, you know what it is, man.
Yeah, but I would like to see how that plays out and get to the bottom of what's happening over there. But yeah, let's get right back into it.
Yeah.
4 or 5 years.
Okay, good. Then
Even
somebody must
Angela.
have heard that wrong. Oh, good. Okay. I'm like, there's no way nobody would have corrected that.
I'm just still like shocked at Angela being like, yeah, me and Ken used to be really close, but then like,
Can you?
it's not. And Miss Russo saying that like she got to like thinking how like I like became like demanding and like holding over Dom or some weird ass shit. She was like saying how like I got to be controlling over him.
Well, we heard the phone calls, the stuff she was saying. You heard it, Ronnie.
Yeah. And we seen the footage too
You
of
better open this
Dom.
fucking door right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, exactly. We seen the footage of Dom recording the phone calls. He knew he could feel, he could hear, he could smell, he just knew he could feel something coming. You know what I mean? Did he know it was gonna be this drastic? Probably not, but he knew something was coming. Something was off with her.
And you
It
got
was
to remember,
outrageous.
he's young too, and I'm not gonna
Right.
lie, man. There's so many times that I've been, I've kissed death. You know what I mean? Just to see
Oh
if I
yeah.
could. And he's probably thinking the same thing. And it's that kiss was deadly. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Because listen, man, when you're messing with a crazy chick and you think your dick is making her move, bro, and you think you're the one,
Yeah.
you're gonna be like, yo, let's see how far this can go. Let's see how
Oh, and it
crazy
gets
this bitch
wild.
really
Yeah.
is. You know what I mean?
Wicked
Like,
wild. Yeah, yeah.
so I'm just being real. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
you
He's
ain't never
young,
lie.
dumb,
I'm
and
with
full of
you.
cum. So just saying. So, but I think that's what the case was. I think he was willing to see how far it was really gonna go. Just being on that kind of like, well, see how good my shit works.
Dancing with danger. Yeah. The devil.
Absolutely. Because you could see he was back and forth on that call. He knew what buttons to push. He knew the
Yep.
game
Yep.
already. He's a victim, but we all get pulled into the bullshit.
Yep.
Only if she knows. If she knew. Only if she knew.
Yeah.
How like he would be mad at me when I hang out with my friends and shit.
Right.
Like Grace can come testify. Like when I was at her fucking house, she like was about to break up with me.
I know. Just don't say anything. I'm telling you, if we have to appeal this, we have a shitload of. We have tons. So just don't say
I'm just saying
anything.
we just should have been showed all the shit in trial, but
I don't know
Yo,
what was
but hold
allowed in
on.
the evidence, but the evidence is.
What's the relevancy? Like, how's that justify you taking 2 lives? Like, this is just crazy.
But this is the delusion where her mother is willing to go with the story just to hold on just a little bit longer, just to have enough control to just be in her life. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Because any real mother, or there's a lot of motherfuckers that are gonna lie. My mother would have fucking lied for me.
This lady's just along for the
My
ride type shit.
my mother
Yeah.
lied for me so many times. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
So I can only say much, but anybody with real common sense that's really like not into this kind of shit, that's really living a right life, they're gonna say, "Yo, listen, I know what you did."
Exactly. My father used to always tell me, bro, never lie to me so I can lie for you. You know what I mean? Type shit.
Well, that's a whole nother. How can I
Different
say this?
generation, did
Well, not
different
even a
time,
generation.
place. We was in the hood, it's good.
You're in a different level of
Environment.
society.
Right,
You
right.
know what I mean? You living on the underground shit. There's a lot of different rules that are taking place.
Of course.
So that's even though
Regulations.
that's noble in a sense to those who understand. That's not correct, and
Right.
in all actuality, that's not really the right way. You know what I
But it
mean? Like,
was where I was at that time in
no, I get
place.
it. I
You know
get
what I
it to an
mean?
extent because there's rules and stuff and codes that come along with
Yeah,
that, and
rules
you
and
got to be a
regulation,
gentleman.
code of
But when
conduct.
it comes to
Exactly.
stuff like this, the fact that there's none of that,
Yeah,
it's not
this is
a
crazy.
lifestyle. This is just enabling. The fact that she's not saying, listen,
Right.
I know you
Yeah.
can stop the shit, right? You
Yeah.
can
I
stop
agree.
it. You know what I mean? I know.
Yeah.
You know that I know.
Take some accountability now. Come
I
on.
know that you know that I fucking know. So
You
let's
know?
stop playing around. Let me hear you fucking say it. Come on. You know what I mean? Like, because
Crazy.
there's no point to keep on going. It's just
Yeah.
sick. Because it's
Beating a
like
dead horse. Yeah.
she just wants to be there with no real direction, which is fucking nuts, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. She's just along for the ride on the YouTube street. She's just riding.
Riding.
Even Trump's going on right now, and they have this huge meeting about what evidence is allowed in and what's not. Which I think is like so weird.
Can't we just show everything? Like I don't understand. Like what the fuck's the problem is?
I don't know. I don't understand either. So just we'll figure it.
I don't understand either. Like, like
Yeah.
schoolgirls, like we're in
Like you
class
said, bro,
sitting
this is
together.
where the ignorance is real convenient at this time.
You see, but it's so obvious. But she's so young, she doesn't know.
But with the mom, it's calculated.
Absolutely, but she's dumbed herself down to a level of where it's almost like they're two girls sitting in class, bro.
Figure it out. I don't know.
The class of life.
This is something that we never, ever in a million years thought we were ever going to have to go through, ever. Ever.
Yeah, this shit's so stupid.
Like, everything should be allowed in. I don't get it.
Wow, that was a quick switch.
Yeah.
She didn't want to, because what she should have said, excuse my mic, what she should have said was, this is not really stupid. What you did was stupid, and this is why we're fucking here. You know what I mean? Like, don't change the subject to say, I wish you can get all these packages and
Yeah,
get
everything
this.
should be allowed in. That's crazy talk. Like, do you
Come
know where
on,
you're at? Like,
fuck that. Let's address the issue. You know what I mean? Like, why don't you talk about that instead of? But that she's real good at diverting, and then she'll come back
yeah,
around. She'll loop back around.
yeah, the distractions are real, but no one's trying to talk about the pink elephant in the room.
And that shit is hot pink, son.
You know, I was saying though, like how Mr. Rousseau was like, yeah, Kenzie became like demanding over Dom because she didn't want like Dom to come over my house anymore, and I'm like, that's not what was fucking happening.
What?
First of all, that's not what's fucking happening.
Right.
Second of all,
Hold on, I need to rewind that. I was distracted.
didn't want like Dom to come over my house anymore, and I'm like, that's not what was fucking happening.
What?
First of all, that's not what's fucking happening.
It's the other way around. He didn't want you to come over his house because you
Right,
wasn't acting like a lady and you was being fucking wild, like a
right.
wild bad girl
Relevancy
stuff.
again. And yo, you might want to throw up the captions, just a reminder. But wow, yeah, that's mind blowing, bro.
Hope the lady upstairs is not burning us down.
For real.
Sorry about the fucking goddamn alarm, man. Goddamn
Fire alarm.
city crickets, man.
Yep.
Right.
Second of all, Dom was spending more time with me because you were losing his. She didn't like it because Dom was losing. Her grasp on him was getting lost. Like
Well, yeah, he was growing up.
Like, he was like distancing himself from her. Like he would still eat dinner with her like every night, but like girl, like.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know,
Angela,
Kenzie. This is some shit I never thought people be. And then Angela, what?
Angela was like, yeah, like Dom and me would talk about their relationship, and I was thinking they were going to be done soon. Dom talked about wanting to get out of their relationship. So would you want me to put up what he said about you? Because I don't believe a word that you just said. How can you say that? That's hearsay, first of all. Angela could have just pulled that out of his ass. I don't believe that one bit.
Right.
And I can pull up with him saying, I don't trust Angela. Let's just put that on the record, folks. Like,
Right.
I have proof. Text message proof of him saying that.
Yep. I know.
So if your own brother doesn't trust you, why should any normal person? Why should your testimony be credible?
All I have to say is look at who they are. I hope that they know who they are, and they know who we are. Just look at everybody's background.
That's fucking
Yeah, I was
bold,
looking at
bro.
Jim too, and I was like, that girl
That
probably.
is fucking bold. That is so fucking
Look at who we
disrespect.
are. Yeah, she's putting herself in the same category as the daughter at this point. Like,
But the accountability, there's never accountability on
it's
Mackenzie's
nowhere.
part.
Yeah.
It's always calling out the other shit. You're quick to do that shit with your daughter, like your
Mm-hmm.
fucking girls in school,
But
but
they
you
don't
don't
want to
call out
acknowledge
her
the fact
shit.
that she's a stone cold killer.
Yeah, like you're the mother. You had to see these fucked up signs way before this even
Sure.
happened. Like, come on, there's small subtle signs that are fucking let
Yeah,
you know
red
you got a fucking
flags. Seen
psychopath
this
on your
shit
hands.
long
I
ago. I
bullshit you
agree.
not.
Yep.
Yeah, you're like, come on, let's be real fucking real. Like, real parents know, man.
For real, for real.
It would be so pretty if she just wasn't such a bitch. Like,
Yeah.
she is a bitch. Like, I hate her.
I don't even think she is pretty, Kenzie, because of the way she talks and what she's capable of doing.
I think she's so pretty, but like her personality just like makes her like a negative
Terrible. Yeah.
And like the boy prosecutor, I'm like, man, do you have another suit or what? Because you wear that same suit every fucking day. Like, you dirty as fuck. Like,
What, bro?
Yo,
This
they
is what you're
straight
worried about.
shit on.
This is
Yeah.
what you're talking about. You're facing fucking a lot of time, and you're talking shit about
Talking about
people.
somebody's fit and talking shit about the fit.
How do you even have? Well, come on, man. You know, there's this great saying. You know, small minds talk about people. Great
Right.
minds talk about discuss events, and then
Right.
intelligent people, talk about solving problems or coming up with solutions, something to that extent. But you get what I'm saying. She is like so small minded, man. Like, out of everything that's taking place, you still haven't elevated to a new level of, yo, I need to work on me and the way I'm thinking, because this is what got me here.
Yeah.
Just saying, man. It must sound like fucking kumbaya, but come on, let's be real.
Right.
Like, I know that suit stank, like, with that roll in your neck, like, his bald thumb ass. Like, I hate him. He's ugly as fuck.
Well, and evil.
And who was that one other girl that, like, sat behind the prosecutor?
I don't know. I wasn't in there.
You should have been able to stay in the courtroom. That just is so annoying that you couldn't come.
I know. No, because Christine even couldn't. She was trying to pull her lawyer card to see if she could stay in there. Yeah. And they're like, no. No.
She asked the prosecutor.
Yeah, I guess she even tried to cite some case or something. Hold on a second.
What is wrong with her? She just loves to use that, like, fake ass lawyer job as, like, a way to get out of everything.
Yeah, so they were like, yeah, we don't care, no.
She's so corrupt and she needs to be fired.
They're all so aggressive. And B's crazy.
Why? Oh, what he did?
Yeah.
I mean, I was thinking about it. That's probably what Dom would have wanted, though. But it's still fucked up, and I'm still, like, telling on him.
You can know anything about you. Yeah.
Huh?
Oh, I know. Yeah, the video. Right.
Of him smoking? Yeah, for sure. That's getting sent to the judge, for sure. I need that to be shown.
Right. No, you said that's what Dom would have wanted, that smoking part?
Oh, yeah. For sure. Dom would have wanted everyone to be high in court.
Oh, my God. That's so bad, too, though.
Yeah. That's bad for her thinking that shit.
Not my family, but...
No, right. I'm sure they all were.
They probably were drunk. I think when Miss Russo was testifying, she was drunk.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You could just tell. I think she was drunk.
Do you think Tyler was on something? They were saying he was making faces.
He was? I was like, what the fuck is wrong with him? Like,
that's not normal for him?
I don't know. I don't know him.
Really
he was making weird ass faces. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid? Like, that's so weird.
Maybe he's got Tourette's or something then.
Yo, this straight shitting on these people.
That weirded me the fuck out. And like, the detective was making weird ass.
Well, listen, man.
Disrespectful.
But this is how fucking dumb they are. This is how stupid. And I really hope that this lady's okay, man. I hope she's not burning this fucking building down. But this is so regular with this lady that it's like I've come accustomed to it, and I'm just, I'm numb to the shit. I've done bids, so I know how to tune shit out. It doesn't bother me. It is giving me a little bit of a complex because I know it's bothering everybody else.
Not very combative about it,
You can't, man.
Got control issues, bro. You can tell there's control issues. And I don't know if you ever heard the old saying, collaboration over competition. Like, you get a lot more bees with honey type shit. Like, they're just going about this the wrong way,
But the thing is, the fact that they're so small-minded and that they talk about people like it's nothing. Like, this is their energy. This is how they get over the facts of reality and the real shit that they're supposed to be looking at. So I'm just in awe, like, how fucking stupid people are. You know what I mean? Respectfully.
That's faces too. I was like, is he okay?
The detective was?
Yes. Like, it has to be online somewhere.
I know. I was looking too because I just wanted to watch and see the bits and pieces I missed. I got to see Jim. Oh, go ahead.
There was what's it called, a live thing? Like, it was live?
It was supposed to be, but it wasn't.
Oh.
So, I think I don't know.
So that's good.
You have 1 minute left.
I don't know if there was a favor to Daddy, because I was his friend, I don't know.
It was supposed to be live when you were going.
Yeah. You can't call me again because I got to work at 8.
Why can't I call you again?
Because I have to work at 8 and it's 7:40. Well, I guess we can. No, we'll do one more time.
Yeah, we can do one more. I'm blacking out bad as fuck right now. Like, I swear, I don't know what it is. I've been blacking out so bad. Like,
Kenzie, just sit down.
No, I just stood up. That's why I blacked out. But I got to like twitching and shit. Like, that's how it's done.
Wow, that's where we're going with this?
Yeah, you hear the mother.
About my video thing.
About your what?
What video call? So you can only do 25 minutes?
You can do 25-minute blocks. Okay? So I think...
Thank you for using...
I'll call you back.
Goodbye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
YouTube streets. Yeah.
And as always, shout out to phone calls from prison. You heard?
Stay tuned.
That's
More
wild,
calls
man.
to come. Shout out to El Plaga. Hit that like button if you like something. This case right here, this shit is just different, bro. This is getting crazy.
The accountability for me and the fact that they're so small minded that they can talk about other people with no
Yeah.
regard to
Oh,
what it
the
is that takes
arrogance.
place.
Yeah.
It's almost like how do you not get to the point of like I don't know, that takes a lot of energy.
Yeah.
That's what I think. To
The
talk
wrong
about
kind
people,
of energy. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
Facts.
we're here popping shit up and calling shit out for what it is because
Right.
evil is what evil is. But like just to go around just fucking pointing shit out and degrading it down, people living lives, man. And obviously,
Yeah.
these people are in some sort of professional,
Right.
career. So you're not there. So why the fuck would you? You know what I
Right.
mean?
And
You
they
should
trying to
be.
shit on these people after the fact. They ain't even here to defend themselves. You
Yeah,
took
like
their
you
lives,
should,
and then you up here bad mouthing them and their family. That's just
especially the
outrageous.
mother, man. The fact that
Right.
this lady, I don't. Once again, I'm old school. I don't think that she should have been there in the first place. But hospitality is hospitality. She gave you a roof and you ate food in her house and
This is the thanks I get. Like no good deed goes unpunished type shit.
yeah. If it was that bad, why the fuck did you stay there? You know what I mean? If it was that
Right.
bad, why did you continue? And we heard the fucking calls. We know
Right.
what you're about. We heard your fucking nasty mouth and your nasty
If it was
ways.
so bad over there, what was going on at your mother's house or your
Real
father's
talk.
house or
Like
your
what
house
what
that
was
made
taking
you want to
place?
get up out of there and stick around if that place was so toxic? You know what I mean?
Absolutely, Ronnie. Like that's crazy. Like
We see right through the bullshit. It's transparent.
how do you house hop? You know what I mean? And then talk shit about where you were living. But it is what it is. And we'll see. There's more calls coming. This is just the tip of the iceberg.
Tip of the iceberg, yep.
So we'll see what happens, man. Ronnie, man, take us out of here, man. I'm ready to take it down. You already know.
Yeah, they gonna be here for the ride. We gonna climb this mountain of madness, man. Shout out to everybody in that chat. Hit that like button if you like something. It's your boy Ronnie Blue Eyes, Ronnie the Ruler, Squad Ron, Don Ron, Scandalous Squad Ron, DVS, Stuck in the System, El Plaga, YouTube Streets, and we out. Peace.
You already know. As always, stay humble, but stay responsibly dangerous. Till next time. Salute.
Yeah, yeah. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. You can't run, you can't hide. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. Yo, Kenzie, this your last. You can't run, you can't hide. Yo, Kenzie, this your last ride. Yo, Kenzie, this your last. Boy, you even them crash. You treat that Yoda just like a Benz. You give this bitch a second chance. I swear she'll do it again. Yo, put her in the water in prison with them sharks if she can swim. I think she is a mean girl in the pen. She ain't got real friends. Put her in the cell with Sarah Boone. She's gonna break and bend. Yo, Sarah Boone, put you in a suitcase. Now your life gon' end. They don't rape your ass, tied you up and then taped your ass. Put you on the screen, yeah, they taped your ass. Two bitches done ate your ass. Ooh, ooh, cause y'all ain't got nothing to do. Yeah, you should've never did voodoo. They ran the chain just like choo-choo. Now you crying just like boo-hoo. All them kites they sending them through. I know you want K2. All your friends said they gay too. All your friends, they gay too. This bitch won't see outside till the year 2035. You can't run, you can't hide, that's your last ride. I know some bitches that's gon' pull up and they slide. But I know some dudes that won't do shit, yet look at hide. Danny Masterson's in prison, living the best life.
For generations, people have created their own secret ways of talking, almost like hidden languages within their social groups. Think of carny talk from the carnival world.
MC squared ring times 2 drop kicks, drop down and get it again.
Back slang where words are flipped backwards. Polari from underground British culture. Thieves' cant used by criminals in old Europe. Cockney rhyming slang. Even modern twists like Pig Latin or prison yard codes.
If you gize in any kind of wheeze, then ease on it.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? Because now it's not is it.
What is that?
Listen, right? So I'm saying you have to own your truth.
Now, on TikTok, a channel called Shirilla the Killer has been making it easier to decode the cryptic conversations between Mackenzie Shirilla and her mom, Natalie. In one statement, Mackenzie passes along what an inmate supposedly said about her, describing her body in detail. And from there, rumors started swirling about her relationships and who she was becoming behind bars.
The greatest podcast of all time, especially when it comes to true crime and when it comes to covering the prison genre, man. We got Ronnie Blue Eyes, DBS Stuck in the System, YouTube Streets Podcast. Let's go. What up, guys?
Can't call it, Ronnie. I can't call it, Plug. I just want to, hear what's going on with the gibberish, the pig Latin, the gypsy talk, the whatever you want to call it. There's so many different names. Not gypsy talk.
Yes, because Ronnie's been correct about this the whole time, and DBS, you have too. Both of you guys have been correct. People have been saying gypsy. It's not gypsy talk. The paperwork in the folders on when you download it from the website of Strongville, you download it says carny talk. They have a little but when it comes to this video, this explains it perfectly. Shout out to Shirilla the Killer, but it's gibberish, aka what do you call it?
Pig Latin.
Ronnie.
Carny
Pig Latin.
talk, yeah. There's all different kinds of versions, but basically they've been using a mixture of both of them, you know what I mean? So they weren't far off when they said Connie talk. It's just a different type of lingo, you know what I mean?
But it's not gypsy talk.
Not at all. YouTube Streets. Yeah.
They went to see Mackenzie Shirilla in the hospital.
I do want you to know that a lot of people are coming to us and reporting things. And so usually,
yes, I was told that.
Usually, the most accurate information we're going to get is from her. If there's
can I say something to her?
Yes.
She speaks to her mother in a unique language.
Yes.
It's a gibberish or a distortion of the English language. It's kind of like Pig Latin. Can we tell the police I had a seizure? Can we tell the police something like that?
Wow.
Yo, that's straight up asking for an alibi. Can we use this excuse? Can we try this? That's crazy.
Yeah, you definitely knew what you were doing when you ran into that wall.
Right.
Oh, hold on, let's go back because I need to read that to you. The most common type of gibberish used the sound idag in between vowels and syllables. Mackenzie and her mom are using es instead of idag.
Right, like for the goth, get the goo.
Something, though, she is speaking at such a rapid pace that causes her to not always be consistent with her way of speaking it. She sometimes flips Z's for E's and will add a sound for monosyllabic words or words with mostly vowels. So let's look at some of the cards. What is gibberish with idig? It's a secret code language where you make normal sounds sound silly by inserting the sound idig into them. The goal is to make it hard for others to understand unless you also know the rules, how it works step by step. Break the word into syllable sounds. Example, banana, banana. After each consonant or syllable, add idig. Abba, bidag. Nadaga. put it all back together. Banana, the daga, the gaga, the waha.
I'm lost. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, man.
It's like this.
Vowels usually stay the
This is
same. Cat, cadet,
this is how you
cadet.
say fuck you for the guck and the goo. You know what I mean? It's easy. It's simple shit.
Whoa, Ronnie's got it down. Holy
That's right,
crap.
man.
Old
It's
school
always
shit,
the
project
bad
shit.
words first. Always the bad words first.
Hey, shout out the chat. Shout out the chat in that language.
Yeah, shout out the chat and
Nah, we ain't doing all that. Yo, what's crazy? I was raised in the projects. My older sister, my babysitters, they would all talk that shit. And at first, I didn't understand what they were saying, but they would talk it so much. Eventually, I picked up on that, the gibberish, the pig Latin. I started understanding it, but I didn't talk it. But you could catch words here and there, you know what I mean? But it's
So
been
examples.
years.
It's like
Highest.
Spanish. It's like Spanish.
Hadagi. Hi, Hadagi. Mom. Midikamadamagabam.
It'd be
Holy crap.
Sigadikachukudugu.
Yo, that's crazy.
All that shit, bro. Oh, some families may even insert their own secret sound, making it harder for others to understand.
Exactly.
They know the rules or the identifiers.
Yep.
Ooh,
That's something I brought up. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Ronnie.
I was just gonna say that's something I brought up in one of the past lives. Like there's all different kinds of talk, if you will. There's different lingos, and some people add their own twist. So people that do know how to speak it can't pick up on what they're saying. You feel me?
No, yeah, this is wild, man. When we first heard about this, man, I remember when I was younger, man, there were girls that used to they would be talking and they wanted to let each other know something or whatever the case may be, and you would hear the pig Latin or whatever, but it was a lot simpler. It was like the basics for like pig Latin.
Only the white side could understand it for you, DBS.
I'm sorry, say that one more time.
I plead the fifth. Continue.
Ani Ray.
They're trying to say that for Sizzle. This is like
okay.
Video Jizzle. Come on, man. I brought that up too as an example. That's crazy.
Let's try to say a full sentence in gibberish. I know you can do it. Let's try the sentence, I speak gibberish. So we're going to put the ida in front of the vowels, right? And between the syllables as well.
Ronnie's got his own language. You guys can't fool me, man.
That's gibberish. That's easy money, plug. I'm telling you, I grew up in the projects. I listened to my older sisters and my babysitters talk this shit for years. It's been like fucking 20 years since I heard it. I was a little kid. But at the same time, it's like riding a bike. Like once I started hearing it, I could understand it. But they sped it up so fast, they almost made it impossible to understand it. But if you slow it down, bro, like I said several times, I could decipher the whole shit, bro. For the guck, get the goo.
For example, we're going to get a guy because it IDG sound in front of the I. So it a guy. Speak. It's going to be spit a geek in front of the E sound. Speak.
Told you.
Speak in front of the E. So spit a geek and then gibberish. It's 2 syllables. You guys can do this, okay? So it's from the j, and then ish, again. So jitagib, bitagur, gish. So let's get it together. And a guy spit a geek, jitagib, bitagur, gish.
It doesn't matter how something is spelled, it's how it sounds. All you do is put itaga in front of the vowels.
Yeah, it's very simple.
A-I-O-U sound. So for example,
you know what's crazy? Hold on. I'm just glad that, because I've been saying this, like you said, Plug, I've been saying this shit for weeks. It's been driving me crazy that they've been calling it gypsy, because I get all these Irish gypsy cousins, Irish travelers and shit. So I know the gypsy talk and the aroma, and there's different parts of that. There's different dialects of that as well. But I could just tell it was gibberish. So shout out to whoever made this video, because I was going to go live debunking the whole shit, because it had me to a point where it was annoying me that everybody was calling it gypsy when it was gibberish.
Now you're talking about the Irish. You're talking about the Irish gypsy that are still like living in caravans and shit, right?
Travelers. They're called travelers.
Yeah, like Tyson Fury.
Tyson Fury is English, but he is gypsy, but he's a different kind of gypsy. Gypsy is gypsy.
Yeah,
But
there's several different kinds. You got the Russian, the Roma. You know what I mean?
Romanian gypsies are like the fucking head honchos are all gypsies, bro.
Maybe in New York.
Those. Listen, man, those Scandinavian gypsies. Oof, they got some shit with them. Black magic, all kinds of wild shit. Wild shit.
I is gonna be.
Gypsy Rose is the lowest.
I've never heard of a Scandinavian gypsy ever.
Yeah, those over there, those they're woof, different, like different part of the world.
Let's try another one. My name is Cher. So in front of the air sounds, in front of the A sounds, even though it's spelled CHER, we're going to do in front of the air sounds. So it's going to become shitta. We're going to put itaga in front of the air. So shitta gare. You see how that's starting to work? And it's going to start to seem so easy when you start hearing people talk about it. Because you're
taking a master class right now.
Itaga is going to be going in front of the A-E-I-O-U sound. So once you really start to get it, it becomes so easy.
Can learn. The basics of gibberish is super easy. You just put ithaga in front of every vowel. So to say mom, it would be mithagam. You put the ithaga in front of the O. Dad would be dithagad. Sister would be sithagis dithagur. This language is supposed to be a secret, and I'm really upset that someone shared it.
It's very simple, bro. Yo, after a while, hold on. After a while, like I said, you hear people talking this shit, you pick up on it very easily. For the guck, get the goo. It's very easy, bro. And then Pig Latin's just like Ani Ray. They just add the, you know what I mean? You already know. But they're two different, just to clarify, they're two different things. They're two different dialects. You got Pig Latin, you got gibberish. But they kind of mix the two, and they add their own little flavor in to try to throw people off. But everything they were saying was very easy to decipher. But shout out to whoever made this, man, because like I said, I've been trying to debunk that gypsy shit for a while. So salute.
I stitched this with a secret code or secret language that you used as a kid.
He's a Izumiziliziza. Tizu Santizu Biziz and he's a Lizidizel Vizidizo.
She's her.
He's Okise.
No, that's different. They get a different, they get a different dialect. So it ain't like the normal like the goo or the gauge plug the go. You know what I mean? That's like a little different than what they doing.
This is the easy shit. The
Weezas
and shit.
CZ Krizet Lizanguiza Jesus. Part of that cut off. I don't know. But yeah, my sister and I, we use Iziz at Izazizar, Izenzizar Tzizalizizabizol.
Yay!
Some can even rap.
Myself rapping rap god in gibberish or double talk or like talk,
shit.
whatever you guys.
Yeah,
this gonna be crazy. She about to rap god and gibberish. This gonna be
Like
wild.
to call it. It gets sitting on TikTok. So I thought I'd give it another try.
Alright, come on. She missing all kinds of stuff.
She rehearsed that shit a few times too. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh, okay, here we go. The creepy music
like,
too.
Bribery or something. That's all I could think of. Like,
and there's no way she can. There's no way she can because you're going to judge for a long time. Is that somebody screaming?
no, that was the door opening. In here, so you know the juvenile facility, how we just have to like sit down all day and we're not allowed to walk around. You can just walk here. You're allowed to just walk. But quizá tiene muy like pizza. Pizza quizás, we can use amita pizza pizza, pizza pizza quizá pizza pizza quizá and meat eat and cheese it. Like easy. Like, girl, you trying to sneak me or something? Like,
yeah.
People keep bothering me and stuff.
Yo,
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to point something out, right? This proves what we were saying as well, not just the fact that this is not gypsy talk, right? But the fact that the mother is more like a friend or a sister. Because what parent speaks gibberish with their child, right? This is something amongst friends they talk about when they don't want to hear. So they were possibly speaking this in front of the father, saying shit they didn't want him to pick up on or understand or hear. You know what I'm saying? So that's the red flag. The fact that the mother speaks it and can understand it.
I have a theory
weird.
too. I think they started working on it when they knew that the charges were coming, and they started to polish it. No, they already had it. DVS, come on, you know you're going to prepare. DVS, don't be nice.
Yeah, but they would have made a real coded language. This is not hard to decode. You know what I'm saying? For the guck and the goo, everyone knows I'm saying fuck you. It's
just like you, DVS, when you put on 2 pairs of white boxers and 2 white T-shirts before you go into county, you're preparing to go to cheat. They did the same thing with this.
But You can't keep your whites no more. But they back in the day when you had a warrant, you wear 2 pair of white boxes, a wife beater, white socks. You know what I mean? You can keep it, but they got rid of that out here in Mass a while ago.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that, Plug, because when I had to turn myself in, when I got sentenced on the last one, I definitely brought 2 pair of boxers, 2 pair of socks,
Yep.
2 pair of shirts. I wore a
Whites.
sweatsuit, and I
All
made sure
whites.
I had the correct admissible sneakers
Yep.
for when I got to Rikers Island, so there would be no fuck shit. And I went in there and I waited to go up north, and you know, it was one hell of a ride. But you know, it's Rikers Island. But you're definitely right about being prepared, because that's something that I was already preparing for before I went in. Months, even when I knew I was taking the time, I already knew that was a part of the roster. Went in there with my book, had something to read while I was in the pens and all that. And when I got the Rikers, it was just like second nature, back to my second fucking home, I guess you could say, because, at one time that was my home, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
But Plug, that's crazy that you say that, right? Because if they actually prepared, they would actually do a hotter language to decode. This is some middle school shit.
yeah,
This is
I
some
like what you
elementary
said,
shit.
Ronnie. The fact that they've been talking about this, I believe they've been using this in front of the
But
fathers.
we're not dealing with some smart people here. We're dealing with people that were trying. They already knew the
Oh
language. They did it
shit!
against
Big
Daddy.
facts.
Daddy
Yeah.
instead of Daddy turned into the police. The police turned into
Right.
Daddy.
Right.
So now they're trying to talk and code, and it did work for a little bit. Even though
Right.
the police were able to
That's a
break it
good
down.
point, bro. Because I'm like, why wouldn't they do something more complex to decode, right? Because this shit is elementary. But like you said, they ain't the brightest bulb. So that's a good
Yeah, they
point.
weren't thinking that far ahead. I think they were really thinking that there was a window period of them actually getting out. So, the gibberish talk wouldn't be really noticed. Because, but back to the thing, they had this down already. And you could be right, Plug. They
But hey, I do want to
had
say
the
this, DBS. I too had double boxers and the double shirts when I went into
Oh
county.
yeah.
But it was for, guess what? My chart. It was for
White feeders, white
it was for
tees.
driving while license suspended. I had a warrant out for my arrest for that.
Oh man, I've been there driving with a suspended license. I ran a red light, caught a warrant, never paid the ticket, had to pay for it later. We all know how that
But
go.
I tell you, I gave my wife T-shirt to somebody else before I left.
Always, man. I gave my hoodie to this old homeless dude too, man. And last time I was in the fish tank.
I got to go home, DBS. Sorry, but I'll just let you know.
You got to stay prepared, man.
Facts.
It's bad for your butt and stuff. I don't like that.
A corporal? Well, I want to ask him if I can get off this pod because this is my 7 days. Hey, he's like, he's a fido with you. He's like, he's like, we're talking to me like this, or Chidi was like screaming. Chidi's like, he's a fido. He's always in your reason. He's a freezer. Like talking to me. I'm like, girl, like you don't see me walking to my room. What the fuck? Why are you yelling at me? And then she wants to let me out last, and like only let one girl out, and take long as fuck to let me back out of my room and shit.
Yeah.
She being weird as fuck. I don't like.
Kenzie, that's what I mean. Just try to shut down and keep to yourself. That's all.
Yeah, that CEO is doing God's work.
Right.
I'll tell you that right now. She obviously sees what the fuck is going on. Most CEOs can see to the soul. Some may not say nothing, but once they get targeted on you and they see that you're a fucking like you're easy to just get a rise, or they feel like they're doing some kind of God's work.
Right.
She's getting punished for what she's not understanding, and she's not really taking accountability for. So the CEO is trying to make it a little bit rougher for her to really, get a little bit of a wake up call. Like, bitch, you're not that bitch. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I don't know, man.
I do want to point out that you never know what their background. They could have gypsies in the family. They could speak gypsy. I just was pointing out at that time the videos that we heard, they were definitely speaking gibberish. You know what I mean? That's just the Project Kid and me caught on to it right away. But you never know. They could be, they could have gypsies in their family just like I do, and they could be speaking gypsy. But the videos I've heard, it was definitely gibberish. You know what I mean? Respectfully.
Definitely gibberish.
I shut down when I can't even get a quiet bit of mind because this girl just talks to herself. I know she's right next to me. Like, I hear her right by me every single time. Just calling the staff when she's not even fucking there.
Oh, baby.
Yes, please tell them I don't want to be on protective custody. Please tell them that. Please tell them that.
Hello.
Well, I don't know why.
Hold on. says, maybe just, I don't know, muffle, please behave, just behave, okay?
I am. I'm
Okay,
not
just
causing
keep that
single
in mind.
problems since I've been here.
I know you haven't.
Exactly what
I'm
that
talking about
was.
in general as
Wow.
well. Please.
Literally I listen to every single thing the staff says to me. Like, I don't do shit.
Yo, hold on. You see, Plug? The
Yeah.
more you listen to it, it's easier to pick up, right? Now, I haven't heard this shit in 20 years, but growing up in the projects, like I said, the babysitters would talk this shit, my older sisters and brothers and shit like that. So I didn't understand it at first, but the more I heard it, so at first it was easy to understand, and then eventually you could start speaking it. But first, it's just like learning another language, right? Spanish or something like that. At first, you could understand what they're saying, but you can't quite speak it. Then you get to a point where you could actually speak it. You know what I mean?
Are you making moonshine over there, DBS?
But the more
No,
you hear it, the more you
eating
be able to
my
understand
my
it.
honey bun and I'm drinking my coffee, man. That's it.
PCBs and either need to be done. Either need to be done.
What?
Either need to be done. 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 Okay.
I can't understand. So just don't even say that again.
Okay.
What'd you say? Did you make that remembrance page? Why does it keep doing this shit?
Yo, hold
I'm
up.
irritated.
So that's crazy. That's the first time we heard Mackenzie say she can't understand the mom. So this clarifies what we were saying, that the mom actually put her onto the gibberish.
And it goes on what you're saying too, where they put their own twist on it. Sometimes the other person's not gonna. Yeah.
You're 100% right, because at first I was like, oh shit, maybe in some of these videos they are speaking a form of gypsy, because I didn't understand the not the pig Latin, but the gibberish. But that's because it was sped up so fast and they put their own twist on it. But this her saying I can't understand what you're saying only proves that the mom put her on to to the gibberish shit. She was speaking at first, she taught the daughter. They were probably using it to speak behind the father's back, right in front of his face type shit, you know?
Absolutely. I wonder if the moms went to college. She might have learned this in a sorority or something.
Bro, you learn this in the projects, not in a college.
I don't think she's from the projects, so
I know
definitely
that's right.
not.
Shit, new land.
I'm just going with the you know.
Right.
Kelly, who was talking?
The sorority
What do you
sister
mean?
shit.
Who's that voice in the background?
See, that's me. That reason music.
Oh.
She sees that music. You don't read that music.
All right, pause that.
She's right in the
What is
room
that?
next to me.
She's right in the room next to me.
She sees cues always as music.
She's cool as fuck. I like her.
He's at least like user.
Good. She's gonna like you too.
She's gonna like you too. Fucking
That's when I said her mom's was pimping. Yeah, her mom's
What
was
a
on.
weirdo, bro. That's what I'm trying to say, bro.
Yeah, this is sick shit, man. I don't really understand it.
Sick shit.
When a mother is trying to be friends with their children,
right, it's not gonna work, bro. You can't be both, man.
You cannot be both. You have to be a parent first and
You
foremost.
could be a friendly parent, but you can't be a friend. You have to be a parent first. You feel me?
Yeah, you got to be a parent first, and then later on, in time, you can become
friendly
friends and friendly. You know what I mean? In that sense,
right.
I don't want to say friends. Yeah, friends.
Right.
I guess, but first and foremost, you got to be a parent, man.
Exactly.
And this right here is not good parenting at all.
Right, and that's a good point. I just wanted to clarify, because of course you could be friends, right? And you could be friendly, but you got to be a parent first. You know what I'm saying? It's important to have some discipline.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a service to just the universe, bro.
Right.
Being
It's
a good parent,
disservice to society. Facts. When you're not.
Get to that. Absolutely, and this shows exactly what we're saying.
Yep.
Point fucking proven.
Well, I have to work, so you can't. I gotta work. I'm sure I would.
It's about like I don't know. It's getting really good. Like, she went back to work and shit. Like, it's getting good as fuck.
Good.
Oh, and like, see, so these are all teasing me. Then like, he's not believing me. Then teasing me. He's really like.
This girl today was like complimenting me earlier, like, you were so small, but you have a big, good butt. So this is where I said her mom's be kind of like pimping her a little bit.
Yeah.
The fact that she's even entertaining and indulging in this conversation right here, it goes to show that she's, she pretty much lets her daughter go to survival mode. You know what I mean? Like she'll sell her flesh real quick.
Facts.
He's a B-side.
Oh, nice. There you go.
But then it like also weirds me out because like then I'm like, damn, like usually we throw this like he's already easier than Meezy.
Oh well, because girls look like 40 years older than me. That's sick.
You know what though? I do. I give people props when they got bumping little bodies. I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't try to clean that up, Mom.
Yeah,
that was
yeah, too late.
disgusting. That
Too
was
little,
disgusting.
too late. Sugar free. There wasn't no host to pimp. I probably pimped me type shit.
Yeah, she was pimping.
No, and I technically just like am like an adult, so like it's just like you can't.
And we spoke about this. We actually heard this call, and we were talking about this a little bit. This is this just goes to show you the condoning of this behavior and trying to be friends with your child. Man, you create a one hell of a fucking monster.
I don't feel like it though. I feel like I'm just a kid still. Like I feel like I fit in better with the kids. Like.
You know, so you got,
like
you got a lot of healing to do, Kenzie. You know, hell no.
So, yeah, she's gonna be tossed around like tater tots, brother.
Let's get that. Way mature.
Like I mean, I'm mature, but like a kid, like I still like want to do
you're
kid
a little
things.
inside. Yeah, which you should always be that way, too. But you have a lot of healing to do.
Oh, you know, with these cheese are these have these meters or these music with them. These piece and cheese.
Translation: my charges have death penalty. They can give me that, and a question.
He's like, he did me to use that.
No, he said no.
Yes, they can.
Who said that?
The girls in here.
That's aggravated murder.
They're fucking with you. That's them fucking with her hard.
That charge is gone. That's not the big one. The Mamma Jamma is aggravated murder. That's not the big one. The Mamma Jamma is aggravated murder.
So I can't get.
The fuck is Mamma Jamma? The Mamma Jamma? What is that? Manslaughter?
Mm-hmm.
The Mamma Jamma? The Mamma Jammas.
Yep.
Whoa, I say that sometimes too. The Mamma Jammas. I don't use it in that context, but Jesus.
I can't get that.
No.
Okay.
Wait, Warden office. Yeah.
Yeah, cause
I couldn't read her handwriting. It's so curly.
Yeah, it's just annoying as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
They asked me like, "Am I scared?" when I first got here, and I'm like, "No."
Now I am. Oh, now she's scared.
Now she was muffled a little bit. They didn't catch it, but something. But she's on the floor.
Apparently, it's for your safety.
I don't give a fuck. They told me that, and I know. I don't care. This is not giving. It does not make me feel safe to be on the floor.
But if it's for your safety, then.
Reddit to True Crime Booze, Whitney Mason, and all those subreddit people. Salute.
And salute to everybody in Reddit that's following this case and then keeping their fucking foot on the neck of Mackenzie and her moms. I think we're coming after the Pops next, so stay tuned. We'll be on to that soon.
Ronnie, anything you want to say in conclusion?
Yeah, I just want to say I was fucking right. Straight up.
Okay. You talk your shit, Ronnie.
Talking my
Scandalous.
shit, bro. Scandalous Squadron.
We'll see y'all in the next episode.